think you're weird. I think you're dumb. You fucking attitude makes this no fun. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now. Man, that's a beer.
Orange cream.
Blaine, how do we start the show again? I can't remember.
How do we start it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
How do we start
it's
it?
I think it's coming to you live from Horror Church. Is that it?
Sounds about right.
Is it the church
This church?
of horrors?
Yeah. I mean,
I can't
could be.
remember. Coming to you live from Luscious Loins, Lapel, Indiana. It's Shep. Hanging out with Brandon and Blaine. Wait, where's Larry?
Larry is on his way.
Larry had to stop by the Wee Guy's house, right?
Yep.
Gotta get that ounce. They smoke a lot. So yeah, we got the Steves in the motherfucking house. Oh yeah. We're not doing claps anymore.
Uh,
We're done with it.
Done with claps.
I'm just kidding. So how was your daytime commute?
It was smooth. A lot of back roads. Cool.
got stuck behind some student drivers.
Oh yeah, 2 student drivers on the way here.
2?
Yeah, they
so
were
that didn't
like
help.
together. It's like
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's nice.
So you were in Ohio.
No.
Oh, okay.
It felt like it.
Because everybody's a student driver in Ohio.
Oh
man.
That's the truth,
I'm from there, so I know.
right?
Everybody over
from?
there sucks at driving.
We're right on the border, so we deal with it.
Yeah, I think we
regular.
have better drivers here because we have more construction here.
Well, yeah, you gotta be on it. Yeah.
But Ohio would argue with that for sure. So yeah, not a bad drive. So you guys were
No.
Richmond, right? Richmond?
Richmond, Indiana. Yeah.
That's,
yeah, right. You can get to Ohio in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How far of
We've
a
been-
drive is it from there to here?
About an hour. What did it take? About an hour.
Hour and 15 minutes or something.
like
Holy
that.
shit.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I drive pretty much 40 minutes to go to anything because I'm in Lapel.
Yeah.
Right.
And most people actually do drive 45 minutes to an hour here. Man, it's going to be fucked I mean, you're almost in Ohio. I mean, whenever you guys want to do like what do you call it? Mile High Club.
Right.
You
Yeah.
do that so
Yeah.
you don't have to drive that far.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet everybody that's on the schedule is like, can we just do a
We-
Mile High Club?
I mean, we pretty much have to drive anywhere for anything.
Yeah.
Right now, anyway. So play anywhere. You know.
The good
Yeah.
thing about Richmond is we're like, hour and 20 minutes from Cincinnati, 45 minutes from Dayton, hour from Indy, so
Yeah, it's a good location as
Yeah.
far as like they're
We
bigger
get
cities
around.
around us.
and you guys can get the best deals on RVs
yeah,
anywhere.
Oh yeah,
anywhere.
Tom Raper, man.
It used to be Tom
Raper
Raper.
RV.
They sold out finally to Camping World, but
Oh, so now it's Camping World?
yeah,
No more Tom Raper RV, huh?
nope, still on Tom Raper way, but
Oh, look at we have comments, guys.
Yo,
What's up, my dudes? Happy fucking Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Riddle.
what up?
And then we got Jesse Steve. What's up, nerds? Hey, it's
Jesse.
Mr. Nerds.
That's our homie from
Yeah.
Richmond.
Right on. What's up, Jesse? And
Steph.
then Steffi B.
What's up,
Marlowe. What's up? Hello.
But yeah, yeah, we pretty much have to drive anywhere until. I mean, we're trying to get this stuff going on at Circle E.
Is that the spot in Dayton or is that in
That's in
Richmond?
That's in
Richmond.
Richmond.
Circle E.
Yeah, Circle E clothing. But
We just been
we just
trying to
started
throw
having
little
shows
DIY
there.
shows there
We've
and
only
stuff.
had one show.
Excuse me. Sorry.
We got one lined up in 2 weeks with Deadfoot and Last Plane Home
Deadfoot, last plane home.
and Barefoot Engineers
I know.
or
those
Barefoot
cats. I know those
Engineering.
cats.
Yeah, yep.
You said Deadfoot. I got what was the other one? Deadfoot,
Last Plane Home.
last plane home.
Yep.
Huh. I've never heard of last plane home. Are
Yeah,
they
that's September 30th.
9:30? And that's at Circle E Clothing in Richmond, Indiana.
Yeah.
You got a stage and everything set up in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucking
stage,
nice,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot. We're working on a little bit. The stage is kind of awkward right now, so we're gonna build it out hopefully a little bit. And
Hell yeah. That's dope.
sounds
up
good in there,
until
and at
trying
all
to get
ages too. So everywhere else in Richmond basically to play is a bar. So
Yeah. I played in Richmond.
younger bands can't
Yeah.
play, and can't go watch shows and stuff. So it's nice.
I mean,
to
I was
try to
the first
get
show
this
we
going.
threw there. We had probably almost 80 people there
first show, which
for
is
the very first show.
huge
you
for
know.
That's-
Richmond. That's
Like you've
well,
played
that's- yeah, it's-
Boswell, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's hardly anybody that comes to Boswell really.
Is that the place that like they were?
Where I give
They
you a
like-
jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some ill feelings about that place.
Yeah.
Can I get the name of that bar again?
New
Actually,
Boswell.
Boswell.
I like it. I mean, it's got good
Don't
acoustics and stuff. It's
Play
just
it.
that's what we're just trying to bring back to
Play
Richmond, man. Is
Boswell.
just I don't
just
know
the music
any-
scene. Richmond's not big enough for unfortunately,
is
it's not big
big
enough.
enough.
It's not big enough for a punk scene.
You guys just have
You
to
know,
give
we
away
just-
free drugs, and
It
then
used to
everybody
have-
will show up.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to play like tabletop adventures.
Yeah, there used to be some spots to play in Richmond. There's a comic book
Dude,
store.
Richmond's
that-
not that small, right?
No, it's
No,
not. It's
Yeah.
it's a
you
it's
just
a-
gotta
pretty
you gotta
decent
build a
size.
culture.
right. Yeah, it's a weird dynamic in Richmond.
Well, I
don't
would
know.
say if you're doing shows out of a clothing spot, that's gonna be fucking dope.
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I played a
Good
show
time.
up in Chicago like a year or so ago, and it was like it almost felt like an adult's toy store because it was all just like crazy shit,
Right.
like from the 80s and 70s, and
Right.
I don't even know. It was like a bunch of nostalgic shit that you could buy, and they had like crazy hats like this one shit.
Right.
And I was like, this is gonna be weird. But man, there was a lot of people there. I was like, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
I've only been to Chicago like once. I saw Screeching Weasel there. I guess the only time I've been, that was like 2009 or some shit.
I've never seen Screeching Weasel. I'd love to though.
It was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably best show I've ever been to, just because I'm huge fan of them. But
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think don't you I swear you guys have a show with the Jasons too, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Coming
That's
up.
at Circle E in
Circle
Richmond.
E, December 9th.
So okay. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a few months out.
And that's a Saturday, right?
Yep.
And then the Deadfoot,
They're
Wow.
all on Saturdays.
they're all on Saturdays.
Yep.
Fucking fucks.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
I
what we
know.
got. September 30th.
We are going to look to, we're thinking about moving to Friday. It's just with working and everything, it's hard to get everything ready for a show Friday night. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you between y'all and the Marlows, you guys like doing Saturdays. It makes it kind of hard for me because I got
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
to do on
for
Saturdays. But
sure.
Yeah,
you hit me up about that 9th.
we have talked about moving it to Fridays, but
Yeah, the 9th is going
Like,
to be a killer show. you know
Saturdays
what
are
I
a great
mean?
night to have a show. Do you? Don't hear me
Right,
wrong.
right.
no,
Yeah,
you know,
just-
I mean
yeah,
that's
explain
Richmond's
myself.
far enough away from Indy that
we're hoping we don't interrupt anybody. We're
But
not.
we only do them once a month right now. Is what we don't do them
Basically,
every
that's
weekend
probably
or
what we're
anything,
going to
so.
stick with is one show a month down there. So, and like start venturing out in some different, we got a Halloween show set up down there with like wolf tooth and rattlesnake venom trap. So it'll be a little bit of metal, a little bit of punk, and
Venom Trip.
Well,
Venom
definitely.
Trip, yeah, Venom Trip.
Whenever you get the booking
Then,
going,
yeah, Ramathorn is playing that show.
Yeah.
was that January?
That's October 14th, right?
Yeah, it's like kind of a early, mid-month Halloween show.
Yeah, we're
Be
gonna build
cool.
the stage out and get some better looking into mixing board and all that stuff, so get better sound and shit.
Just had a mixing board.
Did you?
Just sold
Yeah,
it.
we're looking.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah, mine's a little older.
Definitely
Mine was a
by
little older.
Definitely by the December show, we'll have it all set up.
So like, I wonder how much longer Larry's gonna be. I don't want to like pick on you guys until he's here.
No, that's all good.
So we'll just keep shooting the shit about these shows that you got going on. So
But I think I'm close 5.
right on. Well, yeah, he knows we're in the garage. So
Yeah.
well, fuck it, man. We'll just I guess he's just gonna miss out on some stuff.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
We'll start with ones that he doesn't need to be here for.
Right.
The Steves.
The Steves.
Why?
Wow. So I don't know. We were, we were the astrophobes, and just like some stuff went down with that, and we didn't want to just keep the name because it was going to change, and like I guess it was sentimental to that group of people. So
Yeah.
But the
Then-
name is Steve's, I guess. We just wanted something short and sweet, and like
simple.
I
goofy.
I hear compliments on
Yeah.
the name though. Just
Right.
so
Oh,
you-
yeah.
I kind of
yeah.
wanted a name as a band name.
Yeah.
Like, but something short and sweet. I feel like people remember that easier, anyways. But
Yeah. and
besides the fact that
it's
every time
goofy,
someone
we're
said
all
it, I just
goofy,
laughed my
it just
ass
makes
off. You know what I
sense.
mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
We kept throwing different names around, and like we said the Steves, and then like came up with a different, like the Villainous Steves, and like a couple different things like that.
The
and just-
Steves.
Yeah.
I
Just,
like it.
Yeah, just like finally
Yeah, I
everybody
like
was like, I think the Steves is where it's at.
Yeah, I remember
we're
when you
like,
told me at that house show, you were like the Steves, and I was like,
in Newcastle.
yeah, it just has a ring to it. It sounds
yeah,
good.
it does.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, that's at the Riot Room. We're playing there Saturday,
oh yeah.
23rd. So
Yeah, coming up this Saturday, we'll be at the Riot Room.
Well, hell yeah.
We kind of got thrown on that kind of last minute deal, and then
what's up, Fred? Fred.
Hang
See
tight,
you- I don't
people.
see you
Hang
either.
tight.
There-
Man. Technical difficulties today. And we got the side camera. What's up? Yeah. I'll fix that real quick. So wow. So who are you playing with on Saturday at the Marlowe's spot?
Panty Line,
Penny line, I know.
Cocaine Culture, and then one of the bands I think had to back out. One of the bands canceled. I can't remember.
Bit Black or Seventh Crown. One of those backed out. Fred might know if he's watching. But
Drop them name drop. What's up, Freddie?
I don't have the updated flyer.
Jesse
but
Steve
one of the
said,
bands had to
trying
drop
to
off.
copy me. I'm not sure of the reference. So I love like
Oh,
a bunch of people tune in right when
Jesse Steve. Her name's Jesse Steve. Saying
Oh,
we're copying.
okay.
That's where we got the name.
Went right over my head, Jesse. My bad. Bit back,
Bit
hard
back,
to
yeah.
drop.
Bit Black.
Bit Black had to drop. Drummer got injured.
But yeah,
Butt back drop. Bit
I've never
back.
played with those other bands, but I've actually never got to see Panty Line play.
Oh yeah,
But,
they're fucking.
you know,
Oh yeah, I love.
They're
yeah.
like one of the all the
I
songs
love
are like
Buffy,
a minute.
man.
Fucking fast
Yeah.
as shit.
I love
Yeah.
Panty Line. I've played a little bit with Buffy. We covered.
Yeah, Buffy's
Me
awesome.
and my old bandmate covered a show or two for her and played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah,
I played with her also. Played with her also at Melody Inn. She got on stage and sang a Vandal song when I was in the Hate Use
Hell yeah.
with us. So yeah.
Yeah,
Buffy's
I met Buffy when she first started coming out. Actually, like helped her make a video, and I was there for her music video. I don't know if I was ever in it, but I was there for it for sure. Larry,
There he is.
There's
what's
Larry.
up, bud? Did you deal with rookie drivers? Gold
over
Mike.
there by the mic.
You'll have to pull it back and then pull it back forward once you get comfortable there. Yeah, it's just spring loaded. Yeah.
Smack yourself in the face with it.
So that mic is it's no. Oh yeah, just pull it. You'll be all right. Yeah, pull it down, and then you want it kind of under your face and pointing up. And but the front, it's kind of the right. You're good right there. We're good.
Yeah.
All right, let's add you to the fucking mix here. Bam, Larry's in the house.
There's your headset.
I need this.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I would
know.
rock that out for sure.
I already know what you guys sound like.
I already know what you guys say.
It's just a lot easier. I mean, he's like 15 feet from me, so yeah.
Man.
So all right, Larry's in the house.
He's a man.
What's up, Larry? You win
What's up?
best beard. Congratulations. So now that we're all here,
Yeah.
let's is anybody I don't think you two are drinking whiskey, or are you just drinking beer?
I'm not.
I mean,
drinking
I might
any
do a
whiskey.
shot. I've never
Okay.
drank Benchmark, but that's probably all I drink.
It's Buffalo Trace's ugly cousin.
I actually looked it up, and it's like it's a below average whiskey, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, $15.99 for a half gallon.
I tried to get you one, but they were like, we don't carry that
How
anymore.
what? It's the shit. All right, so
But that was in Richmond. So
cheers to the Steves.
Cheers.
Mm. Larry, I guess I could turn your fucking mic on.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
There
Can
it
you pull
is.
that up just a few more inches?
You will. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's what you said. That was my first shot too.
Nice.
Usually I pre-game a little bit.
I'll try one.
I was like, fuck it.
yeah, I don't drink a whole lot of liquor, but
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't
I'll
drink.
take
I
Cat's
like
over here.
literally never drink beer, but I didn't have time to run to the gas station, so I'm drinking. Somebody was kind enough to leave some Sun King, so cheers to whoever left some Sun King. So we covered the Steves. Oh yeah. So we took the shot. I hope everybody took a shot with us at home. Everybody that's tuned in, thanks for tuning in. If you're just catching up, the Steves are playing this Saturday at the Riot Room in Newcastle, Indiana. With Penny Line and Cocaine Culture. I'll never forget that fucking band name.
Right.
So every show, I give the gift of VHS to my guests. So, all right.
I
just
kind of know the process.
I-
I watch a lot. So.
I averaged the 8. Well, thank you for watching, bro. Thank you, and thanks for sharing
Yeah,
the shows and
seriously.
stuff too. I really appreciate it. So, I just grabbed 3. I'm like, these are the 3. So, okay, hold on. We'll go in order. So, Blaine, you're the farthest away. I'll start with you. You get a copy of End of Days.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
You want me to throw it or just want me to
no,
set it down?
You can throw it.
All right, cool.
That's a,
Sweet.
that's a good movie.
That's yeah.
Fred Marlowe, yes, the carpet does match the drapes.
Oh, snap.
Just as long.
Oh, yeah. So loud.
Same length.
There's Henry.
That's right.
Larry,
What's up, Henry?
you're getting Van Dammer's Time Cop.
Oh,
Ah,
fuck
yeah.
I've seen every Jean-Claude Van Damme movie ever. fucking
Just
made.
thank you so much. I just one up Blaine.
Hell yeah. And then I don't think I'm gonna make sure. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's not. Okay. It looks like it, but it's not an original copy. But for you, sir, it's a classic. First Blood.
Oh, man.
Yeah. When I
What
saw
the fuck? Dude, I'll trade you.
I'm everybody's favorite, man.
I had to sneak into the theaters to see Lionheart when I was like 12 because you know we weren't old enough to buy the ticket, so we bought a ticket something else and went into that.
You know what's wild?
I think I did that with Street Fighter.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
Saw that in theater at the Sidewalk Cinema in Richmond. Yeah.
I grew up in a Christian household, like hardcore. I wasn't allowed to like watch The Simpsons and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when we went to the theater, they would take us to any fucking movie. And then if there were like, titties, had to
Right. Yeah.
do that. But no, we couldn't watch The Simpsons. We couldn't watch like MTV and shit. Couldn't listen to the radio.
Yeah. No, I was
Super weird.
I wasn't allowed to watch like Beavis and Butthead, or South Park when it first
Oh,
started.
yeah.
Like all that,
I was allowed to do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah, man, definitely. So like there was
I'm not trying to give my age away, but
There was-
I saw Star Wars in the theaters, so there you go.
hell yeah. I did too, man. You're talking about like episode 1, right?
Oh no, I'm talking about the very beginning.
Right on. Actually, who was I talking to? I was talking to Phil Keller, and there were a bunch of people talking about how they got to see those in the theater. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, all right, y'all. Now I'm going to start picking on you a little bit. So we'll just start. Everybody can kind of like spit their game. Like, so as a musician, when did you start playing, Brandon?
Probably about 15. Basically, when I met Blaine, I really wasn't even into music until I got into punk.
Did you like
I listened to rap and
Ho-
hip hop and shit.
hold them up,
Yeah.
pull a gun on them, like you're gonna fucking learn this shit?
Well,
bro."
Blaine's dad is a musician. He plays guitar and stuff. So Blaine
Hell yeah.
always played. They always had guitars. I never had nothing like that, but Blaine taught me how to play, and I just started getting into it. Like I really wasn't that big into music before that.
So you were 15 when you first started.
Playing
So-
music, but I
So
was
you
like
guys have been playing
14.
music together for like 6 or 7 years. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
Six-
longer than that.
yeah.
That's no seriously.
Yeah.
That's
But like, yeah,
quite a long
uh,
time. That's awesome.
I was in like 9th grade when I met him, and then he actually hung out with Matt all the time. So I've known Matt about that long, also.
Our other guitar player that
Matt Dillon, yeah.
he's under the weather, so he couldn't make it.
But they were all into punk and shit, and like it just related to me kind of. I grew up pretty rough, so no music really related. I wasn't into music like that. Nothing really related to me till I started getting into punk and shit. So
I got you. Are you both from Richmond?
Yep.
Yep.
Right on. So you started with the guitar.
Yep.
When did you start writing music?
about that time, probably.
Like right out the
Like,
gate.
I think our first band was me. I started drumming. I drummed for about 10 years. And Blaine played guitar, and his cousin John played bass
Yeah, that was for a minute.
in my mom's basement. And then, yeah, pretty much on and off. We playing with different people after that.
You know what you just said is one of the most dangerous things you could do on the show. This is a public show. Like anybody can watch it.
Right.
Do you want to play the drums? Because you just told
Do I-
everybody that
no,
you
I don't
play
wanna
the
play
drums.
No.
Yeah, I would keep
We
that.
all play. Blaine
I'll
plays
keep
the
that-
drums also.
I would keep that to yourself. Your DMs are going to be loaded.
We kind of we can play anything. Just
Hell yeah.
playing music's a must. So you just play whatever you have to play to play in a band, basically.
I'm right there with you.
That's like after this shit happened with the Astrophobes. Blaine was drumming. So I was going to try to play bass. We brought Matt in on guitar. And then I just didn't really like playing bass. Matt tried to play a bass a little bit, and then Fred Marlowe actually hit me up and was like, my buddy Tony, he's looking for a band. He just started playing drums because he was in Right Division. He
Mm.
plays guitar, but he just started playing drums and hit us up. He asked if we still looking for a drummer, and we said yeah. So
Here
we went out to his house and thought we were going to get murdered because we didn't know
Matt
him.
and
but-
Brandon were convinced we were walking into a murder scenario. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think we're gonna get killed.
It's like
That's why I said I don't know
I
his
didn't
name
meet
because
him
he messaged
outside.
me and his name's Larry, but Fred told me Tony, so I'm like, "What is your name, Tony or Larry?" He's like, "Whichever, it don't matter." So,
LT.
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 Well, when I didn't meet him outside, I was like, "Oh, just come in, just come on in."
Yeah, that was just come in the basement door.
Still do that.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
just come in the basement.
Larry,
door.
will you
I'll
pass-
fucking walk
pass
in
the
and he'll
whiskey,
just
sir?
scream and scare the shit out of me.
What you need?
Pass the whiskey around. Right. Thanks, brother.
Yep.
Before the orange jumpsuits or no,
no.
they're
Oh,
gone.
no.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
gone. That was
Hell yeah.
that
Yeah,
was
that-
honestly just our Halloween
Yeah, that was just a
costume, and then
Halloween
people thought it
costume.
was our gimmick. So they're like, well,
I-
why didn't you wear the orange
Tons of people
jumpsuits?
do it.
Our drummer
Yeah,
at the
no,
time
I
was
know,
like,
but
"Yeah, man,
like-
we'll rock them." I'm like, "I'm not wearing that fucking thing every time." I
Yeah, it
play,
was
man."
pretty hot, really. Like,
The jumpsuit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Actually, when I
But people
when
liked
I-
it.
when I hit him up, Fred was like, "Oh, you need to check out these dudes in the Astrophobes. Brandon's looking for somebody." So the first thing I did was YouTube them, and I found a video of them playing at the Riot Room, and they was in those orange jumpsuits. And when I told Brandon, I was like, "Dude, I really dig you guys' music, but I don't know about the orange jumpsuit." He was like, "Oh, we're not wearing those."
I think Blaine didn't. One of you let me borrow your
I did.
jumpsuit. Yeah, because I was gonna wear it for Halloween, but
Yeah.
it didn't fit.
We had an exchange. You had my jumpsuit and my glasses. I had your
Yeah.
leather jacket, and I brought it to the Melody Inn for you. Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I missed that jacket too. I gotta find another one. It got stolen. So
Oh no
Oh,
shit!
that sucks.
along with my pistol and a couple iPhones and an iTab or whatever the
Oh,
fuck
is
they
that
call
when
it.
your truck
Yeah.
when the truck
Bitches.
shit went down?
Fucking motherfucking meth heads, man. God.
Yeah.
So Larry, what about you? Where'd you
Well,
start playing music?
Oh God, I was probably 14. My cousin James gave me a guitar, and of course that ended up stolen. So I ended up doing some stuff. My stepdad had owned a salvage yard, and I worked on Saturdays and stuff. And I ended up buying a flying V out of a pawn shop and started playing guitar then.
If you don't mind me asking you real quick, what kind of flying V was it?
Gibson
You bought a Gibson flying V
for $180 with a custom case.
Hey, well, it's been a great show tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming over.
He's a better guitar player than anybody in the band.
Man.
I mean,
I would love to have one though. You know,
it is-
I love
Yeah.
those guitars.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
but
curiosity.
that was later stolen as well.
I was gonna ask. If you still have
Yeah,
that
no,
or not.
it was stolen as well. And then 87 to 89, 90, I was in my first band. Of course, it was, four dudes from high school. Started our first band,
I was 3.
What's the name?
Hemlock.
That's probably the best first band name I've ever heard.
yeah. Wait, our first song. Well, no, I don't think it was our first song, but I believe it was Danny Wilmoth, who was our bass player at the time. He wrote a song called "Boys Disco Men Mosh," which we were huge DRI fans at the time, so that you can kind of see where we was going with that. But yeah, so ever since then, I just been into music, played in various bands. No cover bands. I wasn't really into that, but mostly metal bands.
Who is? I'm just kidding. Cover band.
Oh
I thought,
yeah.
Who's not in a DRI as my husband?
No. Like,
That's-
I know we are.
I know a few people that do it. And it's definitely a required taste.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I've just always,
Required taste meaning either A, you really like playing, or you're really good at like
yeah.
learning other people's songs, and or really number one, you just like making money. Because
Yeah.
cover bands are like definitely number one in
Yeah.
like payout.
That's
yeah.
a big problem
Oh,
with
that's-
Richmond.
That's what everybody.
It's a big problem everywhere, homie.
Everybody wants to go listen to
It's-
the songs they've listened to on the radio
It's-
all day.
yeah, it's
done
a
their
big
whole
problem
life,
for
done
people that
mediocrely,
drink
I don't
domestic
know.
beer strictly, like to play pool, and don't like to pay a cover to get in.
Yeah.
That's what.
Play free.
Oh yeah. I was
Make
about to- I
live
was about to
music cool
say, If
again.
I heard Mustang Sally one more time, somebody's getting their ass kicked.
Right.
I thought you were gonna say Buck Cherry. I think that's like at least in indie, like the number one most covered song in cover bands. It's
Crazy
gotta
Bitch.
be, or just any
What-
Buck Cherry.
right,
Not that I ain't hating on Buck Cherry.
Didn't we see
Oh,
them?
Kind of mad their lead
I've
singer
seen-
for getting
I've
to fuck
seen-
Paris
they
Hilton,
played
but
it,
whatever.
Buck
I'll get
Cherry
over it.
for sure.
They played with Motley Crue, right?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen.
they were fucking horrible live.
I've
dude.
seen a lot of bands.
Because they were
that I-
probably trashed.
I've seen a lot of
Dude,
bands
they
that I didn't
suck.
really want to see somehow at like festivals and stuff, and just like
You-
Yeah.
Guess what I did last night? Sorry to interrupt, but
no.
you just nailed it. I went and watched Chevelle and 3 Days Grace
Oh.
at GPU. And you know what? That was a lie. So Scuzzy Scuzz,
Yeah.
we went down there. We watched part of what did it say? Chevelle. I want to say Seether, but it was definitely Chevelle.
Right.
And I was like,
Same fucking
you want to
thing.
get the fuck out of here? He's like, yeah, let's go, man. Fuck
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's
Like,
just
I
not
try
for
not to
me.
be a hater, but damn, some.
Hey,
this is-
dude, like
different strokes for different folks. You know. what I
yeah,
mean?
well, hold on.
I
I'm
don't-
not trying to like hate because like catchy shit is catchy shit.
Right.
And I am definitely not an elitist. If
Well,
it makes your
no,
feet
yeah,
move, you should
Yeah.
love it and love it proudly.
No.
And I'll tell you right now, dude, like I was like, okay, I know I've got to know some of these songs. So I pulled up 3 Days Grace on my iTunes and I clicked play, and it was like, I hate everything about you. And I was like, I remember this fucking jam, but did I buy the album? No.
Right.
But was it on X103 constantly, like
Fuck.
3 times an hour?
Yeah. That was on a loop.
But that's how it goes,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hate on
No,
anybody.
Some
I
people
mean,
like mindless self-indulgence, some people don't.
Right,
right.
It is what it is.
everybody goes different directions. Like, we all like punk, but we go our different ways outside of it with,
Mhm.
I love fucking hair metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
and he does. I mean, he loved what Foghat and shit.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah. My favorite band is Foghat. For
Hell
anybody-
yeah.
For anybody who wants to buy me a Foghat t-shirt, maybe listening.
Yeah, I'm a classic rock guy too. So I like that's kind of like when I
Show your
really
tit-
started getting
he'll
into
show
rock.
his tits to you.
Yeah.
Show your titties.
If you show your tits, I'll take a Van Halen t-shirt.
So where were we at? We were talking about Hemlock.
Correct.
Yeah, and that was your first band. And were you
First-
playing drums at that time or
No,
Playing guitar.
I was singing.
singing?
Yeah. More like barking and yelling, but
Well, same difference.
right.
It's
So,
all It's
yeah.
I one of my bands I yell and bark. So yeah.
Yeah,
It's an art, especially if
It
you can do
is.
it without throwing your fucking voice out. That's the trick.
Yeah.
right? Ugh.
I was pretty good at it. I was probably I don't know. When you're standing up front there, you can kind of become an asshole to an extent, I remember playing a couple shows and like somebody'd be like, "You fucking suck," and then I was like, "You fucking suck. Fucking meet me in the parking lot." Yeah, a couple times I've almost got my ass kicked over that, but it was all good. It was fun. Yeah.
And that was this. Is this like back in high school? Like back in that?
Yes, sir.
Are you from
High
Richmond
school.
too?
Born here, but raised in Titusville, Florida.
Florida. Right on.
Yeah.
Where's Titusville?
That is the most asked question. Everybody was like, "Where the fuck is Titusville?" Titusville sits right across the river from NASA.
From NASA.
Yeah. You got to go through Titusville to get to the Kennedy Space Center. Like if you've ever visited it, you've been through Titusville.
So where's
You got a bunch of comments.
is it like the handle, or is it down by
No, it's below like
where NASA is.
Daytona.
Okay.
It's East Central.
Okay. All right.
Cape Canaveral kind of branches off from the state.
Ignorant when it comes to
Ah.
Florida. I know where Pensacola is.
I've talked to a
Miami,
lot of people like,
No,
"Oh
I'm-
yeah, I go to Florida every year. Go here, go here, go here," and they're like, and
Someone
I said, "Yeah,
said
I was
northeast of Orlando.
I lived in
Yeah,
Panama City
Well, yeah,
for
more
about
east,
a year
but
and a half,
whatever.
probably.
You living in Florida?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Panama City.
That's right. Brandon did too.
I saw
I
O.J.
think-
Simpson when
I
I,
think
was
that's
down
how
there.
we ended
I
up on
lived
this
down there
couch.
during the O.J. Simpson trials,
Well, I'm glad you're still with us, man.
and I saw him
Just kidding.
down there. That's funny.
Yeah. So there you go. That's how we ended up on this couch. It was fate.
Yep.
We were both in Florida and was destined to be on this couch someday. Here we are.
Here we are.
Marlena.
I think it's
Hi, Marlena.
I am totally like, yeah.
Van Halen. It is.
I'm not doing a good job of babysitting these comments, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
that's
it's
all right.
all
We'll
good.
watch
I
it.
saw which one is Steve. We're all Steve.
if I don't do it now,
Even
Titusville, Titusville.
Blaine, we'll be right with you shortly. Let's Jesus Christ. Okay. And they keep coming. Rumor has it Panty Line is shooting a music video this Saturday. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
Nice.
dope. Steffi said Swingin' Larry is here.
That's me.
Swinging Larry's in the house.
Oh, Swingin' Larry. I said
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Swing in Larry. There you go. Oh yeah, she followed up with yeah. There you go. I'll just leave it at that. Larry the Legend, and that's Henry Trower. How do you say it?
Net Trower.
I'm the worst with last.
I didn't
names.
know either. I had to ask when we played at in Elkhart.
I wasn't even trying to pronounce it. I just like, "What up, Henry?"
He does Beagle Eye Visions.
Yeah, Henry's a shit.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah.
Haddock said, "How dare you? You have this episode with neither myself nor Stephen Riddle. The nerve." I don't know the reference. Oh, the Steves. God
Yeah.
damn it, keeps going right over my head. That's the second time. I'll tell you what. Every time I fuck that up, I'm gonna take a shot.
Oh,
No,
you're
you'll
gonna
be fucking
drunk.
passed out, man.
Yeah. We'll be doing this by ourselves.
Jokes are going over my head today. Jesus fuck.
We
Mm.
actually we had I don't know where they're from, but there was a band that messaged us and said, "Hey, we need to do shows." And they're called Steve is in the band.
Yeah, they're from.
Oh yeah, they're good. They're from
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh,
right
Chicago,
outside
yeah.
of Chicago.
Their
We're
drummer
We're gonna
sings.
try to hook up with them and play some shows.
What
soon.
was the name of that band?
Steve is in the band.
That's
Steve's
the name.
in the band. Yeah.
Steve is in the band. Steve's in the band.
SITB is,
Not there
if you
yet.
look up SITB, you'll find that band. They're pretty solid.
Yeah, they're really good.
All right, and they're from.
I'm really
Chi-Town.
looking forward to that. I hope that pans out.
Yeah.
A couple more. Which
I
one
really
of you,
love to play
Steve?
Chicago.
I am Steve William Stouch.
I am Steve.
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
I am Shep.
I'm swinging.
I think there's a little bit of Steve in everybody. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
There's gonna be.
There's gonna be.
Is maybe Steve will be the
if we ever go on tour, there will be.
the dude version of Karen.
Is that Steve though? Is
No,
Steve, I
no.
don't think Steve's the.
I know Kyle's the angry guy that drinks Monster.
Yeah.
I know that.
Steve Riddle's the guy that drums for Republican Sex Blanket.
He used to.
He used to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Dennis the Hammer Hilton does.
Oh yeah, he drums for
Or Hammer
everybody.
Hilton, whatever you want to call him.
He's in everybody's band.
Steve is the lead singer of
I like Dennis.
I'm sorry. You like Dennis?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I love him.
I know.
He's like one of my best friends in the whole
Yeah.
world. We tight.
He's a good drummer.
Oh yeah. Where were we? Riddle. He's the lead singer of Wet Denim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Gotcha.
talked to them about playing also.
Candace knew where your hometown is. Shit.
That's right.
And I already forgot what it was. What is it called?
Candace wins a T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Candace
Yeah,
wears
no.
a T-shirt.
Northeast of Orlando.
Yeah.
And then we
About
Marlena
40, 50
James.
minutes.
Van Halen it is.
Yep.
Not Van Hagar. Van Halen.
Van Halen.
That's Mrs. Larry.
That's my two favorite bands. It's Van Halen and Foghat. And they're like, how in the fuck did you get punk out of that?
How did you get punk out of that?
I'm like, dude,
So you want
I
to hear
heard Van Halen's first album? Come on.
like this is the most obscure, ridiculous thing you're ever gonna hear. But my first drummer in my first band ever, her dad was the like backup guitarist, like roadie, but whenever somebody couldn't play guitar or whatever, he was the fucking dude. What I don't know what they call it, but he played in Foghat.
Oh,
Oh,
like
no
like
shit.
Yeah.
like stand in or whatever.
Yeah,
You would back
yeah.
up. I get backup guitar player.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
At least that's what he told me. He could have been lying, but I doubt it.
Right.
That's pretty
I don't know why he would lie about something like that.
yeah.
right.
It's like walking into like a pizza place and picking up an order under somebody else's name
Right.
and be like, who would like come? Who would do that?
Right.
It's kind of silly, but yeah, man. He's really cool. He taught me some cool ass shit on the guitar, and
Yeah.
he was like one of the first people I met that was truly crazy. Kevin Helm, by the way. Kevin Helm. Rest in peace, brother. But yeah, his daughter Carla was the first band I was ever in. Vexed.
How old were you then?
Yeah.
I think I was 15. I don't fucking know. It was sophomore year.
We all kind of started playing music about the same age.
Yeah. So you guys are 40, right? Or almost 40?
I'm
Yeah,
four- I
I'll
just
be-
turned
I'll be 40 in
June.
Well,
February.
obviously not Larry. Larry,
I'm
what,
the
you're
youngest one that-
23?
That's right.
That's good.
That's correct.
23.
I'm the youngest.
So you're youngest at
I'm the
what?
baby. I'm the baby, Steve.
You are, how old are you?
39.
39. Okay. So you're almost there.
Almost.
Are you shaking in your boots?
Yeah.
I just turned 40 this year. You know what
I
happened?
feel like I'm 50, so it
You know
really
what
doesn't
happened?
matter. You know what I mean?
not a fucking thing.
Yeah, literally nothing.
Yeah.
Um,
Nothing.
Well, 50 is an understatement.
No,
I feel like I'm 60.
I even thought about it. I thought about like when I was 20, when I was 15, when I was 25. And I'm like, man, I still act like I'm 14.
yeah,
Nothing's
literally,
changed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
once
fuck it.
yeah, I think once you're 15, 16, you're pretty much the person you're gonna be. You know what I mean? Or
We all grow. We
Yeah.
never change, but we all grow.
right.
Right.
Hi, Mom. Fuck. Son of
Hi.
a bitch. You missed Cocaine Society conversation, Mom. Just a heads up. Love you.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah, go for it, brother.
You
Blaine.
need help.
So, when did you start playing music, bro?
I think my dad started trying to teach me guitar when I was like 11 or 12, and I kind of gave up pretty quick just because I don't know. Like, I thought I wanted to play at that point, but I didn't. Then I met my buddy John Bottleworth in high school, and he asked if I wanted to be in a band, and I'm like, I don't really play anything. He's like, you want to learn bass? I was like, hell yeah, you know. So
Right.
he had a bass, and I started playing in a band with him called Against the Grain. Like,
which was a
Finally.
great band back in the day.
Yeah, Larry saw some of our first
Yeah,
shows back in the day.
yeah.
We were too young to drive for our first few shows, so we'd have to
Yeah.
get dropped off with our equipment, and then
They actually played at this place I played at a lot called the Factory. And
Yeah.
that was actually the first time I saw them.
I've heard of the
Which
factory.
for as young as they were,
was in
they were
Richmond.
pretty
It was,
fucking rad.
it got kind of popular, venue as far as like little DIY venues go.
Yeah.
Like
And especially with no social media, it was all basically word of
yeah,
mouth.
I mean that was pre-internet days,
Yeah.
really. Like
I
most
mean-
people then didn't have the internet. A couple random people did at the time,
Right.
but it was all dial up through the phone at that point. So
Yeah.
Help me out here.
right on.
I had a moment. I was like, I got it. Against the Grain.
Yeah.
Is that not a fucking band from Detroit? I swear I have seen a
It-
band from Detroit called
it
Against the
could
Grain.
be,
right?
yeah, it could be.
Like,
And I think
Super
I've
fucking
seen 'em.
heavy.
Yeah, probably. And
Yeah.
then,
That's a good
Right.
band name, clearly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And it was a Bad Religion album too, I do believe, right?
That's
Yeah,
probably where
Against
they
the
got it
Grain.
from. Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of where we a
Yeah.
little bit took it from, but we were like really angry Nirvana. That was like our
Yeah.
our band. We played like basically heavy Nirvana kind of, with a lot more teenage angst and
So Helmet.
no, a little different than that.
Okay.
Just
No, yeah. I mean, I think Blaine is spot on. It's like if Nirvana did a bunch of coke.
if we just were like really
Hey, if that was the case, Kurt would probably still be here.
that's kind of where my band first started, and then me and Brandon started dicking off here and there, and then finally we met a couple other dudes from the neighborhood, and we were like, let's play. And like, our buddy Cheese at the time, he was super into like Cannibal Corpse and just death metal, so he just crunched around on the guitar. Didn't really know. He knew how to play, but not really. So I kind of started showing him power chords and a few punk songs, and then Eric
That's around
played
the-
bass.
we were
and
all
then-
guitar players at that time.
yeah. So Brandon finally bit the bullet and got some drums, and
Just taught myself.
we
I
started
sucked.
our first band, with The Unexpected, and then we ended up changing our name a few years later and went with the Can't Get Nuns. And that band rocked around for a while. We played for a long time. We played for like
About
5 years before we ever played a show. We just did it.
We played
for
with those
fun,
guys probably
but-
about 11 years.
Yeah. It was super fun.
So I want to highlight this comment here. Candace said, aging is a privilege. And it 100% absolutely is. So
Oh, absolutely.
cheers to that comment.
Yeah.
I've, we've all lost people.
Oh,
By the time
yeah.
I was 25, I'd already lost a couple of people. So
Oh, yeah.
that should still be here. So cheers to that.
Yeah.
Amen.
For sure.
Oh shit. I knew I should have fucking wrote it down. I do that. I was gonna ask you something, and oh yeah, what was the name of your first band? Your first one.
The very first was Against the Grain.
Damn, boy. Coming out with fire.
Yeah, that was
Both
that
of
was-
y'all. All of y'all, I guess, right? I would assume Brandon
I
was in
wasn't
that.
in.
No,
Against the
you
Grain.
weren't in
not
the-
Against
okay.
the
That was
Grain.
John Botterworth from Black Dog Printing.
Yeah. And
See,
Aaron
he-
Crabtree,
he's- Aaron Crabtree.
just another dude from Richmond. He still plays drums. And
They all
stuff.
had
I don't know
long
if he's in
hair.
a band or not, but
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to go watch them guys play all the time.
So, Brandon, what was the name of your first band?
The Unexpected.
The Unexpected. That's a good one too, man.
I was the drummer. Blaine was the guitar player, and he was the singer. Well, him and Cheese. Well, we had two. You both played guitar,
yeah, me and Cheese
and
play
then
guitar.
Eric
and
Luce
then-
played bass. And then I think Eric quit, and then we started the Nuns.
Mm.
I don't remember if we switched over to Can't Get Nuns before that. I know Eric quit the band. We got booked at the Melody Inn a long ass time ago. It was like a long time ago we got booked at the Melody Inn, and we were like, hell yeah, we're finally like, doing
Made it.
something. And then yeah, and then
Right.
Do you know what
and then
circuit that was? I'm curious if I was there.
I really don't know.
For what?
When we got booked and when Eric quit, because he ended up quitting. Then he was like, he just did
Okay.
not. He wasn't into playing shows like that. He basically
That was
was
probably
like, I
like
didn't think
2006 or some shit.
maybe
Definitely
yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah,
I'm a late bloomer here.
right.
So
But yeah, he he just did not. He was like, I didn't expect to be playing shows like this, and he just like, I think he had a lot of social anxiety or something maybe, and just kind of backed down. So then we had to reorchestrate. Cheese went to bass. We went as a 3-piece after that for a long time, and then had
Which
a
I
few
get, I
other
mean-
variations of band members. We ended up with a couple different drummers.
I don't remember
through the
how
years.
how I ended up on guitar.
The whole band broke up for a minute, and then
Is that
we
when I got
came
kicked
back.
out?
No,
No, I got kicked out. I was on guitar and got kicked out.
yeah, you didn't get kicked out. You quit and got kicked out.
I
at
know
the
why
same
you got kicked
time.
out too. Blaine texted me earlier today. I was asking about it. He said all he said is 2 words: cocaine, hookers. That's it.
Cocaine.
Xanax, beer, and farmland, Indiana. That's what the
Yeah.
fucking problem was.
So I
You
grew
know.
up in a small town too, just so y'all know. I
Right.
grew up in a little town called Ashland, Ohio. It's just outside of Mansfield, Ohio.
Yeah.
Most people don't even know that either. So let's just leave it at an hour from Akron, an hour from Cleveland, and an hour from Columbus. But it's literally, so I feel you. I feel all the energy of Richmond, Indiana.
Yeah.
I will say that the GPS had me going the back roads of Indiana, and I went through.
You didn't take 70, did you?
I went through Fortville.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
We took
Yeah.
70 pretty much.
I'm gonna have to like shout out to the Fortville people. That's a nice little place. It's
Mm.
very clean. They seem very friendly.
I like it too.
Yeah.
And they their restaurants, they have good food. Like, cause
Oh, yeah?
I'll use the closest we have for some reason we have a Pizza Hut, we have a Pizza King, and then there's a couple places here on Main Street that are like mom and pop type. But the closest fast food outside of Pizza Hut is McDonald's, and that's 17 minutes that way. Next stop, Noblesville.
Can
That's
you-
like 18 minutes that way. There ain't shit around here.
Can you guys like go inside your Pizza Hut?
and pick up?
Can you
Yeah, they don't
eat in there no
no,
more, right?
I mean,
No,
Is that all
I guess
around
you
or
could.
what?
It'd be kind of awkward, but you totally yeah.
I used to go
but-
inside and eat at Pizza Hut all
It's
the
one of
time.
those.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old
No
Pizza Hut
dining.
in Richmond had like
Had
a
the
buffet,
buffet.
and everything.
Yeah, we
and
had
shit.
What?
Now the Pizza
We
King
had like 3 Pizza Huts in Richmond
3.
one time. I think so.
How many high schools do you guys have there?
Just one.
Just one.
Okay, so
You know, Jim Jones graduated from Richmond High School.
Yeah.
oh, is that the guy that stole your Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bad. God damn it, that's really bad. Okay, so y'all, what was like the size of your graduating class there? I'm trying to size up Richmond right now.
Richmond.
Well, you can't go. I mean, if you went total,
There's about 3,000 kids that go there. Maybe
I think Richmond's about 50,000 people or something, isn't it? Isn't it
I
50,
think
52,000?
I think we're actually approaching. We're about
60.
70 to 75.
Oh,
yeah.
are we right on?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
once you
it's-
get rid of Tom Raper's RVs, boom, just
Right.
starts.
when
Yeah.
I think when I went to school there, it was like 3,000 kids went
Yeah,
to school there or
I have
something.
no idea. I don't know. I quit
But
school
Yeah, I
So
didn't.
So the
graduate.
graduating class
as
is
soon as
probably
I was
somewhere
old enough. I quit
between
school,
5 and
unfortunately,
700,
and went and got my GED.
probably in that range.
Right. Yeah, brother. I'm
I
with
mean,
you.
it's about half, maybe.
Look how rad we are.
Right. Everything worked out. Yeah.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah,
now.
my town was
Yeah,
definitely
it's-
smaller.
You
Right,
don't.
Yeah.
There was not even close to 400 kids that went to my high school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
was
No,
tiny.
yeah.
You can't really
Yeah.
hands-on help kids when you have that many kids. When
Mhm.
you have 40 kids in your class, man, you can't. You know.
Yeah,
So I didn't really care for Richmond, but Richmond High School.
man. Yeah, that would fucking blow.
But I basically got forced to quit or I was going to be arrested for truancy
Oh,
because I
okay.
had like 11 counts of truancy.
Oh shit.
I think I didn't even go to
My-
school for like a whole year and still passed a grade. I never got held back. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I don't think you get held back in high school. I think you just go on like it
Yeah.
just
I was in
takes you
middle
longer
school at
to
that
I think they're
time.
just trying to move you
I just
along,
like
get you
went
outta
down
here.
and lived in Betaville, Kentucky with my sister for like a year and never went to school there. And come back here and I was like in the next grade. So I think like 7th grade, I only went to 7th grade for like a couple months and then come back here and was in 8th grade.
All right, I'm gonna ask you like the worst question ever. It's kind of broad, but just do the best you can with it. We'll start with Brandon, just work our way around. So what would you say what artists are the most inspiring to you as a musician? Whether it's in the form of writing or just in general.
like now
Seeing that
or like the
that's where it
beginning or
gets,
what? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Let's go with the beginning. Let's start at the top. I know it's a horrible question.
Like the unexpected and the can't get nones were pretty hardcore. So I know that, like there's a lot of controversy about them, but like a lot of street punk bands like the Casualties and the Unseen and shit like that, I was huge into.
Hell yeah.
The Exploited, a lot of those like 77 bands from from over there, and then bands like the Nobodies and shit like that, the Queers. I love, but when I was younger, I was a lot more into hardcore.
Sounds like it.
But I
So
would,
what happened? Because like, dude, like I know you said you love Screeching Weasel, and at what point did you really start getting into that form or genre?
I was kind of into both at the same time, but I was just kind of into hardcore first, and then those guys listen to all those, like especially John Bottorff. He introduced me to bands like the Queers and the Nobodies and the Dwarves and Screeching Weasel and shit like that. He listened to a lot of stuff like that. So I'd say now, like, I'm a huge Lillingtons fan.
Same.
Look
over your well, it's covered with the MA, but the Ma. But yeah, there's Lillington shit all over this.
I didn't play we broke up in like 2011. I didn't even play guitar for 8 years. I didn't start until I started the Hate Yous in like 2019. I didn't even play guitar. So
just took time off.
Started a 2-piece. Well, I just didn't have anybody to play with, really. You know what I mean?
The Richmond Effect.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, me and Craig got back together, started the 2-piece, started the Hate Yous. And by that time, I was huge into the Lillingtons and, the Sheckies and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
Like that.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I can't believe you said the Sheckies.
Yeah.
I love the Sheckies.
Cobains and bands like that. I was huge into them guys.
It's so rare.
Of course, the Jasons,
I can't
Jasons
remember.
Are huge in
fuck yeah, man.
To me, so
I am probably gonna come out for that. It's hard for me to say no when people invite me out, whether it's a Saturday or not. It's like,
I mean, we
should do it.
I want to keep it like we were talking about on the way here. I want to keep it local bands and stuff, but like once or twice a year, get some bigger bands and give these other bands a chance to play with some bigger bands and just see where it goes. Because I mean, bands that are signing shit, you're gonna have to pay them. Which being in the mail and all that. But
yeah, that's why I say
do that every so often.
It's tough. That's a tough.
I was going to try to get.
Yeah, this is our first like test run at this kind of thing. We'll see how it goes, but I think we'll be all right.
Yeah,
I tried to we tried to get Raging Nathans. I think I told you that and they were down, but it just didn't work out. And I'd rather just get them back at another time when we can give them more money and you know what I mean. I mean, they're a touring band. They're fucking hardworking band. So
I was giving Craig. I wasn't really giving him shit, but I was telling Craig last night. I was like, "You need to hit up Dan Vapid, and we need a fucking Methadones reunion show." God damn it! Like I fucking love the Methadones. Right. I can't believe you dropped the Sheckies. I cannot think of the last time that somebody dropped the Sheckies bomb on the podcast.
I love the Sheckies, man.
I do too.
I talk to them guys all the time. Like just I don't know. I bother people.
Hell
yeah.
Bigger band. I talk to like Marky Cobain and their drummer and shit all the time. I was trying to get their drummer's band Noodle Brain to come play as well from Chicago, but it didn't work out. But hopefully it happens at some point.
Hell yeah, man. So what about you, Larry? What's your inspirations musically? Your bigger ones.
The bigger ones, I mean, like I said earlier, it would be like DRI, early Metallica, Suicidal Tendencies, back in that day in the 80s when all those, bands were coming through and kind of in their prime, really. Slayer, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Danzig. I mean, I could really go on and on.
Yeah, the genres are spread. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you get the idea. I mean, growing up in the 80s, those were like the bands at the time.
Hell yeah.
You know, and then you start playing guitar. You know, like when I started playing guitar, I mean, I don't know how many cassette tapes I wore out. Just that's how I learned to play, is I would just rewind
Yeah.
tapes and play a song until I learned it.
Yeah.
You know,
Hell
which
yeah.
It's kind of mind blowing because some people are like, damn, dude, how did you take lessons? I'm like, no. Like my lesson was a Metallica tape, or whoever I could get a hold of. You know.
You have a favorite early Metallica album?
Oh, I mean, probably my favorite would probably be Ride the Lightning.
That was
Yeah.
my first one.
Yeah, I
Technically.
yeah, that album is badass.
Hell yeah.
You know, anything by Suicidal. I mean, pick an album. I love them all. You know, Slayer.
Every time you say Slayer, I
early
want to go.
stuff. Yeah, everybody knows.
Such a great video.
Yeah, a lot of the earlier stuff, you know, Hell Awaits, so forth. You know, but really, probably, you know, just my overall love for music and got me in. It was probably from my dad, because he had a very large album collection. I mean, he had everybody, you know, Queen, Foghat, Alice Cooper, Ted Nugent, the MC5, you know. So when you're sitting around and listening to all those
Any
things,
Sweet in there?
oh yeah, I'm sure there was some Sweet in there.
That's
Yeah.
like, I think that's the most underrated band of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking Sweet. But it's funny because everybody knows like Ballroom Blitz,
You're right.
Fox on the Run. But
Right.
man, they're like, I think they're basically Queen before Queen was Queen, in a way.
Right.
Like just their overall sound and I don't know.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
But I
Yeah.
love Sweet, so that's why I threw it out there.
Right. No. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Like I said, he had a very large album collection.
Hell yeah.
You know, so you know, it's probably where I'd have to say just, you know, my whole musical journey started was just right there, you know. Like my probably my favorite album, and what really made me is like, that's what I want to fucking do, is I opened the Kiss Alive 2 album. You know, I had their Four Faces on there, and you opened it and it had that stage with the you know,
Mhm. I know what you're yeah.
yeah, that thing was just so rad to me, you know, at a young age. I was like, oh my God, that's what I want to fucking be right there, you know.
Hell
I
yeah.
wanted to rock, you know. So, and here I am, you know, 51 and still rocking.
Fuck
So,
yeah, man.
you know.
Never
This
stop.
is the first band he's ever played drums in.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, I just became a drummer a few fucking months
Yeah,
ago.
we just met Larry in May, so
Yeah,
we
I'm
haven't
like-
even like been.
I feel like we feel like we've known him forever now, but like, yeah,
yeah. No,
it was instant clicking, man. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
When
yeah.
we went and met him and tried it out and shit. I'm like,
I tell
we're
you
just
what,
all like,
dude.
yeah, dude, you're in. We
yeah,
didn't
we
even.
left the
you
first.
go to the
we
side
left
and
the
discuss
first
it.
practice, and we're like, yeah.
I mean, we did
that's
discuss
the
it, I
dude,
guess.
you know,
That's
that's
yeah.
it. That's like we'll just like Larry's it. Like
Right.
I don't know. It just worked somehow. The first time we played, we went through like probably 7 or 8 songs, which is like, you know, for the first time getting together with somebody, that's pretty good. And we got through them, you know, decently, you know what I mean? And like it just came together super quick. It was just nice.
Yeah, you know. And I had never played drums in a band ever. I'd never played drums, period. You know, so actually for me, it was kind of like after that, I was like, oh man, did I fucking suck? Did I fucking, you know, which I didn't think I sucked. I thought I did pretty good, but you never know what people are thinking.
I mean, that goes back to like, you know, we're all musicians. We're going to play whatever we have to play music, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's more for us though. It's just out of necessity. I mean, you go to Richmond, you have 3 drummers, you have
there's no
3,000 fucking guitar players.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean, it's kind of like that here in Indy, honestly. It's
Really?
hard to find drummers. Yeah.
no shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, for us, it's like, you know, I could probably, I don't know, name 5, you know, just personally, you know what I mean? But they're all in a band, you know, or they're not playing
Shit.
anymore.
I have the same drummer in 2 bands, and he's in 2 other bands, and he does he's doing a tribute band too
He's
on
doing a
Halloween.
tribute band.
No
So
kidding.
yeah, Yeah.
He's a
I-
good drummer, man, and like all the bands he's in don't sound. It's not like they sound the same. Or
None of them
anything
sound
either.
the same.
So like,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
got
he's a good drummer.
Yeah, you've got basically like modernized grunge with Tie Like a
Right.
Tiger, and then you have punk / thrash, which I want it to be mostly thrash, but whatever. And Sick the Ripper, and then you have your like hard rock with Ramathorn, and then Republican Sex Blanket is like street punk, or
Right.
you know, like
Yeah.
all four bands are just very, very fucking different. But the one common thing, though, if you notice in his four bands, 3 out of 4 bands have a lead singer that's not doing anything,
Right. Yeah.
just floating. So,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
know what to do with my hands, man.
Oh,
I would
dude.
just sang, you know.
I tell you,
I mean,
what,
I would do it.
the number one rule. It's like I've only been the lead singer of a band for like whatever 2 years or whatever, and my number one rule is don't think,
Oh,
think, just do. Don't think, just do. So that's my number one rule. It kind of gets me in trouble a little bit. But
The only band
You
you
and me
just
both.
do vocals in is Sick the Ripper, right?
I'm sorry,
The only band you just do vocals is Sick the Ripper.
Sick the Ripper. Yep.
You
Mhm.
guys, is that the guitar player from Covert Flops?
That's Chad Schick. Yep.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's what I thought when I watched a video of you guys, and I was like, I think it's a guitar player from.
Yep. Barker
Covert
on the
Flops.
bass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who drums?
Dennis,
Oh, okay.
the hammer.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's got good taste in bands. All 4 bands, in my opinion. Well, God, man, it's such a conceited thing to say because I'm in 2 of them.
I'm not judging you.
All right, I'm fired. All right, Blaine. Inspirations. Let's hear them.
I mean, probably the band that made me want to play guitar weirdly because I really hate them is Led Zeppelin. You know, I don't know why. I heard like probably Stairway to Heaven. And it was like,
Oh, dude, I hate Zeppelin too.
yeah, like I can't
So
stand them,
much.
but I heard that and like just like I want to play guitar. You know, like that
Right.
made me want to play guitar, but it's not like I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
don't like the band, which you know,
Was it those super tight polyester bell bottoms?
I don't,
Jimmy?
know, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but that was like I remember that being the first time like it was like I want to play guitar, you know, and then
That's how I
Probably-
felt too. I just ended up
right
with a tattoo on my arm, and one of the greatest
Yeah.
riff writers, and also one of
You
the
know.
the greatest known fucking plagiaristic guitarists of all time. But
Right.
and
either way,
yeah, and like I said, I'm not a hater, just like that, you know. For me, that just was not my band, you know, but that
Oh, yeah.
definitely made me want to play guitar.
hell yeah, man.
But then like just all kind of music. I don't know. I got into a huge punk was the first music I ever like fell in love with. When I like started hearing punk rock, I'm like, that's my shit. You know what I mean? And then like kind of got snobbish with it. And like if it wasn't punk, I wasn't listening to it for a good, you know, probably 10 or 15 years. So I missed out on some good music through my,
Elitist.
you know, a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, I was young and just
You grew out of it.
yeah. But even then, I don't know. Rage Against the Machine was always a huge. Even at
Hell
that
yeah.
time, I loved Rage Against the Machine.
Damn,
and,
Blaine, we're gonna get along real well.
that was
'cause-
probably like my inspiration for wanting to sing was, you know, Rage Against the Machine. I don't know, just watching him live was just
Yeah, I mean,
you
even
felt it. It was just like that. That's the shit.
did you
right
see the
there, you know?
video? There's video of them when they were like teenagers, like when they
Yeah.
first
Oh,
started
yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's like a little hole in the wall place or playing at record store or something. Maybe
Yeah,
and
and it's like, oh my, like even then,
Yeah.
they were fucking insane.
Yeah, it
But
was
Tom
crazy.
Morello,
He made
Well,
me want
yeah.
to quit playing guitar.
Tom, oh dude, that's and that's the
He's
thing is
nuts,
like
dude.
we
He's
were
one of the
talking
best
about
fucking
Jimmy
guitar players
Page.
I've ever heard.
As I grew older, I fucking Tom Morello is like
right.
up there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hendrix obviously
He's
like
doing shit nobody's ever done. You know.
yeah. Oh fuck yeah, man, for sure, dude. That guy's crazy. But I've read like articles about him, like he's done interviews and stuff, and he's one of those people. And I mean, that's kind of what it's gonna take. The motherfucker, he just never got laid. He never got laid. He never partied. He just sat in his fucking room
Play
with his
yeah.
guitar day and night and day. You probably would have thought he was dead.
Right.
because he was just constantly just at it, at
Playing
it, at
guitar.
it. But yeah,
That's what they say about a lot
Tom
of
Morello.
they say that about a lot of like, you know, you hear stories about like Jimi Hendrix when he, even after he was already Jimi Hendrix, he would play his guitar till he fell asleep. You know, he'd fall asleep with his guitar in his hands, and it's like that's how you get.
yeah,
That's how
Yeah.
you become one with your
That's
instrument. I guess
how you
know what I
become
mean?
a
But-
Jimi Hendrix.
right,
Yeah.
right. You know, it's just like
playing with your teeth.
just you know whatever. Just but,
Yeah.
you know, they say that
Yeah.
about a lot. You know, just people sit with their instrument and just hone in what they want to do and just make it as great as they can. Which you know, it's what everybody does to an extent, but not that devoted, I guess. You know,
Mm.
but yeah. I
But
don't know.
yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Like, they're just and as time goes on, we get these very special guitar players. So
Yeah.
I can't think of one since I don't know 2005. You guys think of anybody that's kind of changed the game?
Not change the game, but
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
like you
There's
know,
a lot of good guitar players out there.
Oh yeah, certainly. But at that,
Yeah, but there's always seems there's that it's like that band that comes along that changes the genre. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's like what Page and Hendrix did, and then later Eddie Van Halen, Tom Morello. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think as of late there's like anybody that has changed the genre yet. You kind of got your what I would consider cookie cutter bands now.
Mhm.
Everybody's kind of sounding the same and doing the same shit, you know, and nobody's stepping outside of that for whatever reason.
If you look at like music in general, like popular music, it's always been a city per se that kind of changed the wave. You know,
yeah,
wouldn't it be great if Indy could
Right.
fucking do that?
right.
You know, and it's not like when Seattle popped off in the late 80s, early 90s, it wasn't like it was all just
Right.
directly Seattle or LA in the 80s with the fucking hair metal,
Yeah.
or like Detroit in the late 90s with Eminem and Kid Rock and ICB. Or the mid early 2000s with the whole fucking emo phase.
Right.
That's a Midwest, like the Midwest owned back then. It's a whole,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it was.
maybe one day we'll get another city that kind of takes over and changes the fucking, the whole path of the music industry. But
I feel like emo kind of came out of bands trying to be like the Descendants in
Trying
a
to
way,
be what?
like the Descendants in a way. You know what I mean?
mm,
The Descendants were coming out playing shit like that when hardcore was going on.
mhm.
They were singing fucking love songs, but they were little kids, But
Yeah.
the Descendants were one of the bands. That's that draws me to punk is like you're only playing a couple fucking chords but you can be so diverse with it that you don't sound like any other band or it's just fun. It's the funnest
Yeah.
shit I've ever done.
I would agree. Yes.
So
Yeah, it's for sure. It's definitely my favorite genre to play. Well, I like to go fast.
that's all.
I'm not elitist, but I
like
like to go fast.
us. I can't really compare us to another band. If someone's like, "What do you sound? Who do you sound like?" I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know who I could even compare us to because we have like more catchy melodic songs, but kind of hardcore vocals a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I always refer to it as like we're doing like we've got songs that are your novelty and in those songs that connect. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think as far as the Steves we really are identifiable to another band quite,
I mean,
And
you
we're
could
still-
probably
we're still
listen to us and
growing.
hear inspirations from other bands. I'm sure
Yeah, yeah.
How many shows do you
we
guys
don't try to
have?
set out to be original or anything.
Yeah.
I do this shit for me and us, and have fun. That's what
Right.
and support a lot other musicians and shit along the way in venues like the Riot Room
Make
and
people dance.
fuck yeah,
Use it up.
Larry loves to dance.
yeah.
by the way.
He's the hype man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you would think Brandon is 50 and I'm 25 when you see us out.
I'm
But
like playing guitar. I'm like, I can't jump or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, see like
no,
some of
he
these
really
people,
can't.
they're like,
His vertical
like
is
fucking not, dude. I'd break my fucking ankle, dude. I'm a fucking old man in like a younger body. Blame me, hand me that other brewski out there.
So, how many shows have you guys got under your belt so far?
What?
Yeah, I
Two?
don't know.
2 shows. So the reason why I asked
Is
that,
that true? We've only played 2 fucking shows.
What was our first show?
Elkhart. Yeah.
Oh, 3.
In Circle E, yeah.
I hate when people ask you who you sound like. You sound like you. If they listen, they would know.
Thank you,
Very
Shannon.
fair.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, so this is probably not going to be a Steve's answer, but we're going to roll with it. Of all the shows that you've played, Brandon, what is the show that stands out to you? Like the number one show you're going to tell your great grandchildren about?
I don't know. I played a lot of shows.
That you've played or seen?
Played.
Played?
Yeah, played.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just making sure. That was the question.
Stands out. Man, probably fucking. I don't know. I got a couple. Maybe Farmland's got to be the worst show I've ever played in my life. And then fuck. Let's say I don't know if the best show has happened yet, but
Fair. That's a good way to look at it too.
It is.
you know,
That's a good answer.
but
I kind of feel like we were on Family Feud. Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
I've played a lot of good shows. Really, like
Not one sticks out.
is the best show I've ever played.
Or maybe,
Not really.
you know, we
I
could
don't
switch
know.
it up a little bit to make it a little easier. Craziest fucking show, most fucked up show, best show. Maybe you played with one of your heroes or something like that. Whatever it is there a show that kind of stands out to you as I'll never forget that motherfucking show. God bless it. Lost the camera.
Yeah, basically any show I was told. I used to get totally fucked up and play, so
Amen. Yeah,
I may
did
not even
too.
remember them. You know what I mean?
Shannon
I quit doing
actually
that.
that just chimed in. I played one of her shows. I can't remember where it was, but that was the last time I got high or drunk before I went on stage. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. Never doing that again.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Mm-mm.
But
I
I'd say
gotta save my
like-
partying for afterwards, or I'm
Yeah.
a shit show through the whole thing.
I'll have a drink before I go on stage, and then
Right.
once I hit the stage, I'm like, let's go. I'll start drinking while I'm playing, but I am no more of that shit.
Well, now I think a little bit. Didn't you guys just play the Doom Room?
Yes, we did.
I
Yeah,
think that show
Fight Like a Tiger did.
really stood out to me because, like, before that, like he was saying, we never played a show for like 5 years. We just practiced and got fucking drunk and hung out, and we finally started playing shows. We were playing in Richmond, and like no one was really into that shit. I guess. I mean, here and there.
There's a good little scene.
But like
for
when you
him.
go somewhere for the first time and you play where there's an actual scene. So I think Lafayette stood out big time. We played there. There was a lot of people there. I'd
Yeah.
never seen nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I only played to like maybe 40 fucking people or something around here. But once we went up there and like there's probably 150 people, 200 people there, maybe. I don't know. But that was a great show. And well, like when you go somewhere and play and someone's actually into what you're doing, it makes an impact on you, you know? That's probably the first time that ever happened.
I'm gonna do this real quick. All right. I'm gonna put this camera up here real fast. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Didn't mean to interrupt your
Like, throw me your lighter. So I'll pop this open with it.
same fucking phone too. All right. Sorry, guys at home. I think the silence is what it is. It's all now. If this show or any of these shows actually made any form of money, then I probably would never have these problems. But here we are. So kind of underground with it. So
I'm having fun. It's all right.
Yeah, I love it.
all right. So what about you, Larry?
Favorite shows?
Or just a show that really stands out to you that you've played?
I mean, there's a couple that stand out. I mean, the early days, when I was in Hemlock, I'll just say Hemlock. When I was in Hemlock, you know, we the local bands always put shows on in a couple of different areas, and always great turnouts, good time. The factory, you know, it really started to grow, and you know, there was a show in there that we had played that, man, that I mean, it was just such a great night. Like that whole place was rocking. You know, every band killed it that night. When I was in Riot Division with Fred, we'd hooked up with a band called the Subservience from Illinois, and they invited us to play the Maggie May Fest over in Illinois. And that by far was probably my most favorite, because I mean, and a shout out to the Illinois scene, like those people there fucking rock, because that thing went on from noon to midnight, and every band that played that night, like they were front and center, you know, and the crowd's just into that band, you know, and then when it was time to change out, you know, they go get a drink or chill outside for a minute. Next band, boom, right to the front of the stage. I mean, for every band, and we played second to last, and not a single soul left. I mean, it was from front to back, just it was amazing. That was probably my most favorite show.
Oh yeah.
You know, but probably most recently, I would say also Richmond had a really good showing at our Circle E show, our first show there, you know, because we had a really great turnout, and I mean, when we went on, they was way into it, you know, so that really stands out to me as well. So I would say those four are like my top,
Hell yeah.
you know, but like Brandon said, you know, I think the best is yet to come. So, you know, we'll continue this conversation another day.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Hell yeah. What about you, Blaine? You got one that kind of stands out?
The Lafayette show Brandon was talking about was definitely like one of our first like epic shows, you know, but the tabletop adventure we were talking about in Richmond earlier, we had a couple pretty rowdy shows there that were, you know, just packed house, and it wasn't real big, but it, you know,
They had some great fucking bands that played.
everybody was like young and rowdy at that time, you know what I mean? So just like the energy was like hype, you know what I mean? It was like really awesome, you know. And then honestly, probably like with my band, I was in Baby Frankenstein with my buddy Brandon Owens for a while.
I've seen you guys. Yeah, we played that crazy house show. Not house show. It was like an apartment building downtown. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be on the roof, and then we ended up playing on like the 5th floor.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like fucking packed.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, the first time I played the Mel, that was just like, I don't know, like I was with Baby Frankenstein the first time I played there, and it was just like the scene there was inviting and cool, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was just
yeah,
that
good energy.
stood out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it stood out.
I love the
like,
melody.
yeah. So yeah.
Yep, tons of I was actually kind of having a conversation about this, like the venues in a way, like each one of them in their own way have their own culture, you know.
Yeah.
And that energy is so important to get people out to shows that may not typically come out to shows very often.
Right.
And it's kind of key. It's key.
Right.
Right.
So, but that also starts, and ends with who works there. So because how you operate your business and the people in which that you have in your business is pretty much everything. So, and what's really cool is I can't think of a venue right now that's an issue. So
Right.
whether you go to Black Circle or Healer or State Street, or there's so many fucking venues in Indy, but in general you just don't ever really run into like the people that work there that are issues. Typically in this market, if I dare use that word, the issues usually run with fucking idiots that cause issues. And yeah, we just actually had a pretty big problem in the last couple of months with somebody with some mental issues doing some crazy shit. But in general, it all starts inside of those walls and the people that run the place and the people that they hire. And yeah, I think everybody's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Well, Melody Inn's the only place I've really ever played in Indy, but I
Yeah,
think
I
Oh,
played. I
shit.
played State Street
You
pub
did?
once. And,
State Street's dope. I love
um,
State Street. I can't really think of one that's
but like I
bad.
said, I haven't played. I quit playing. I
Gotta get
played
you into
guitar
some
for 8
venues,
years,
homie.
man.
Yeah, we're
you know?
definitely
Yeah.
looking.
I didn't
we're
start
definitely
playing
looking
again
Get
to
you into
get
Healer,
over
get you into
there.
Clyde.
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
over. We're
Yeah.
looking to get into Indy for
Circle.
sure.
Yeah, I've
so,
looked
yeah.
into some other indie venues, but it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, there's some that were amazing that are gone now though. Like Rock House, Fifth Quarter.
Oh, I'm sure.
Tons of venues have
Indy's huge, man.
and there's some that aren't that great, like Birdies. But I mean, there was a time where it was great, but then eventually that's one of those kind of things where the staff or whatever is like
Right.
dicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but either way, I digress.
We played a pretty crazy show in Lima, Ohio too. One time.
Can you pull your
Oh, the
mic up?
firehouse. That
Yeah,
kicked ass.
the firehouse
Even
in Lima,
closer.
Ohio.
Get it right up in there. Like
get
the
it right up in there,
firehouse.
buddy.
like 5 or 6 inches
Like
That's
5 or
right.
6
Get it all up in there.
all up in there.
How's that?
That's great.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
and clear.
That's
Right on.
sexy right there.
The firehouse in Lima, Ohio. That was pretty. It was literally an old fire station. They still had the old like fire bell, so like in between songs, that thing would start going off and just again, the crowd, like,
They would do that between songs.
yeah, they'd be,
Is that their way of being
Yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, let's
Yeah,
go?
man, I'm like,
like, it was just like,
Time is
like,
money,
They're
motherfucker.
they're just like,
So if the bell
applaud,
doesn't ring, your band sucks. Is
yeah,
that
I
what they
think that's
say?
what it
Next
is. I think
song,
it's more like a
motherfucker.
hype thing, like,
Next
fuck
song.
yeah, but yeah, that place was, I don't know, it was super cool, it was super cool venue, and like like I said, this crowd energy
Yeah.
Yeah.
makes a lot,
the
like,
energy was on as soon as we pulled in the parking lot. With
Yeah.
that one lady.
yeah, oh yeah, no, there was this one lady getting rowdy. She was pulling her tits out and everything.
Our
drummer-
Hell yeah.
Our drummer was only like 18 or 19. He wasn't
Yeah.
allowed in the bar, so he had to like stay in the back and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah,
Oh, that's great.
it was
Dude,
awesome.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, she's
Firehouse in Lima, Ohio.
Yeah, it was rowdy. I actually just talked to a guy.
She's
from
like,
Lima
I collect signed drumsticks. I'm like, that's that guy. She's like, I got cocaine and Xanaxes. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. I don't play the drums, but hell yeah. That was my wild, really, really wild age around that time too. So
Oh my god, that's great, man. I'm gonna write this down. Firehouse. Are they still booking shows out there? You think?
I think so. I
think
just
so.
talked to a guy from Lima and asked him if there was any spots to play. He said the Firehouse. So yeah,
All
All
right.
right, it's still rocking.
our old
Yeah.
bass player actually, he lives in Lima, I believe, right?
yeah, yeah,
I'm from Ohio, so I know
Right.
where Lima is.
yeah.
I'm a Buckeye. Well, technically, I'm a bouger. That's what I like
A
to say.
bouger.
I'm a bouger. It's a good play on words. I like playing on words, obviously. So
Sure.
midweek crisis. Anyways, so what time is it? Yeah, it's about that time. So, all right. One of you has got to tell me a story about the one time that you did LSD while you were playing a set. Any of you? Shrooms?
So never
That'd be
never
Dwayne.
I never played a show on either, but we tried to play music on LSD one time, and it was just like we were all just playing our own song, kind of, but it was pretty, it was pretty wild. It was, I'll never forget it, but it was just
It's like a scene in
wonky.
The Doors in the
it was
movie
just,
where
it was just
everything's
like,
just
everything, the drummer was playing, he was in his zone, I was in mine, and that was a long time ago. But yeah, never a show.
It's like 3 weeks ago.
No, it was
Just
young.
kidding.
Yeah, but yeah. Never a show on any of that.
You guys ever experienced like a really crazy, like something absolutely bonkers so it can happen? Like before a show, after a show, or at a show? Like
yeah.
what the fuck
yeah.
type shit.
Yeah.
That's like when you first asked me, like, what's the most memorable? Man, it's just so hard to answer, just because like all the granary shows,
Yeah, I was getting ready to talk about
all the
granary.
fucking,
Yeah.
The granary was just barn out.
I don't know if you know where, Kenosha, Wisconsin, they have some pretty fucking wild bands that come from there. Pissed Officer and Yates Kids.
I know Kenosha.
And like the Yates Kids played there. The dude like went outside and took a shit and fucking wiped his ass with his underwear and then put them back on and then came in and sang. And like fucking yeah, man. The granary had some fucking killer shows.
Yeah, there was a dude performed there called Satan's God one time. It was a one-man band. He had a
Played
bass,
bass.
and then he had like a sound machine, and he'd like start these wild ass things, and he just like played off the wall metal, but it was like a show, he was crowd interaction,
Kind of
and
like
stuff, and
Joe Buck Yourself, but a little bit of a different genre.
yeah, and just like super intense, you know what I mean? But
There's
yeah,
just some really good bands out there.
he had there was a lot of nervous people in the crowd that night, and I'm just like, he's not gonna pop off and stab anybody, don't worry.
Right.
But yeah, that was that was wild, he was off the hook, just extreme, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Obscene. It was just crazy. It was awesome, Just
Yeah.
one of them unforgettable kind of deals.
Yeah.
So we're
Right.
oh yeah.
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 Sorry, Larry.
No, that's all right. Probably one was at the factory for myself. We had played a show down there, and after the show, everybody usually is hanging outside or something. We were hanging out. There was a gravel parking lot across the road. We were hanging out there drinking and shit. And next thing you know, we hear this rustling in a fucking tree. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And like a naked dude dropped out. It fucking took off down the fucking alley. We was like, what the fuck? That's probably one of the craziest things I've fucking seen as far as that goes. But yeah, there's been a lot of wild moments, really. I could sit here all night probably, but that's probably the funniest one I'd ever fucking seen. Naked dude falling out of a tree. That was pretty fucking rad.
All right.
He didn't have shit all over him.
So we haven't really, because I wanted to keep it, centric into your experiences. So let's kind of switch it over a little bit. So like, what's the craziest shit you've ever seen at a show? You ever seen anything like absolutely bonkers? I'll tell you right now,
like at a concert I've just been at.
Yeah, you went to a show and you were like, what the fuck? Like, good example, Murder Junkies, Punk Rock Night.
Oh yeah, but that was crazy.
Few
The drummer did a drum solo with not one, not two, but 3 drumsticks in his ass.
3 drumsticks in his ass.
Yeah.
Right.
It was live on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Crazy. Stupid shit.
Right. I mean, that's the Murder Junkies.
You ever seen a mosh pit gone wrong? You seen an ACL fucking go backwards?
Yeah. People get jacked.
Yeah.
I'll never forget Joe Augustine from Richmond. Back in the day, they went to see the Dropkick Murphys at Bogarts in Cincinnati. And he was not a big dude at all, and he's like, I'm going up front. And it's like, are you sure? And he like 4 minutes later, he came back with like nose bleeding, black eye, you know what I mean? And it was just like, no, you had no business trying to go up there,
Right.
I was always little like that, and I always did the shit. I saw Gwar and my fucking rib almost popped through my skin. I broke my rib so bad in the pit one time. I don't know if you were there or not.
I know I didn't go. I never went to the Guar shows.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't know
I've seen
why.
them a couple of times.
All right.
That and yeah, I don't know. Seen
I've
some
been to a
pretty
lot of
fucking
music
crazy shit at
festivals and
shows, man.
different shit, so I've seen all kind of fucking random wild.
The fucking Doom Room. The
Just
dude, we
wildness
played with a
shit,
band
you know?
called Pipe Bomb, and the dude fucking
I love Pipe Bomb. Fuck yeah.
their bass player was fucking ODing in the bathroom or something.
What?
He wasn't ODing.
I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, he was fucked up.
Yeah.
But he came back out and they fucking killed it, dude. I'm like, I don't know how he did that, but he was out of it. Yeah, Pipe Bomb fucking rules.
Man, that's like one of the first. Like I used to play with them when I first started playing shows.
Yeah,
in
this
maybe,
is back in
like 08, 09. That's when I really started like getting out.
I mean, Tabletop used to have a ton of great bands too, like the Brews from Dayton and 5 Second Comings. Nobody ever remembers them, I guess. They're from Indy, but those guys were fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, the 5 Second Comings were fucking badass.
But yeah, the Tabletop, they had some great bands that come through there. Ryan Morrissey owned that, right?
Yeah. I think they opened it back up, but they're not doing shows anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they be throwing like Magic tournaments and big D&D games and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, it was a comic book store then.
Did you guys ever get to play at the Ballrat Tavern before it shut down?
No.
Oh man, that was a pretty wild spot.
Where was that?
It's like the Fountain Square area.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. What about fifth quarter? You guys ever get to play there?
No.
Oh,
When we were younger, we just didn't get out a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like we did, but not.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
you're
know.
in Richmond. So,
Yeah. It was just a different.
Brookville, Ohio. Is that where we played that time? At the fire alarm was going off the whole fucking time. We played a fucking police station.
The Lynn. We
What?
played the Lynn.
You
City
played a
bu-
police
It was the
station?
Lynn City building.
The
and
city building.
The
and they
dude
had-
running the PA was like, "You guys need to turn your amps like all the way down." We're like, "Dude, we're a punk band." He's like, "You need to turn your amps down." We're like, "We're not turning our amps down. Turn your fucking PA up." So we played the first song.
They had a no fuck policy. You weren't allowed to cuss. We were like the only punk band there. The rest were like,
Dude, somebody else played a show just like that and was talking about it on the podcast. Who it was, I can't remember, but yeah.
they cut our
Oh, shit.
vocals after the first song. And we played our whole fucking set with no vocals, just screaming at the top of our lungs.
Well, when we first started playing in a band, we didn't have mics or anything, so we just stood close and screamed as loud as we could. You know what I mean?
We didn't have
That's how
mic. We sung through a guitar amp.
That was our first
my-
thing we got.
My bass player, his guitar stand was like he duct taped a fucking mic to a broken broomstick and stabbed it into a bag of cans. Like we actually took that to shows with us.
Yeah, that was it. That was his mic stand.
I had my drum sitting up on a fucking beer, like a Natty Ice can and shit, because my leg was broken. Like we didn't have equipment, you know. We just went and
Broke
fucking did
kids.
it anyways. Yeah.
Well, let's do a shot. Well, I'm gonna take a shot. Whatever.
Have a shot.
If anybody wants a shot,
I'll take one.
hell yeah.
I'm probably got to go piss again. I'm fucking old, man.
Mm.
Good Lord.
He said, "Good Lord."
Woo!
No.
Oh man. Ooh.
Blaine,
I'll take one.
you want one?
So how long have you
Benchmark.
the four of you guys been playing together? Like 8 months? 6 months? A year?
Yeah, since May.
May?
June, July, August.
How many songs you guys got in the bag?
About 15, 16 or so, like
Damn.
something like that. Now
We have a couple songs since the
Some
last
of
show
them
we
carried
played.
over, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's but still, even with that, that's
Yeah.
a good set. Wow,
Yeah.
that says a lot about you, Larry. Holy
Someone's,
shit.
someone's constantly
I,
writing, you know.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, and that's yeah. I mean, I'm always myself. You know, I'll write riffs at home, and then send them some, riffs. So I mean, we have between
I'm like, I
all
can't
of us-
fucking play that, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah, between the four of us, there's definitely an endless supply of riffs. But at the moment, there's 15.
So who's the
15
speed
songs.
demon in the band?
What?
Is there anybody that you had to be like, all right, look, dude, like slow down?
I feel like
No.
when we play live, we're all way faster than when
I
we
think my
like
camera.
practice.
I think my camera just went
But
down.
Oh no.
Oh,
What is going
no.
on? Son of a
Like to
gun.
access my.
no, we're pretty well on
microphone
time
and
with each
camera.
other, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah. For the
I-
most part, we're pretty good.
Blaine and I keep them on point.
Yeah, me and Larry keep it locked down.
As far as the rhythm section, we're super tight. The other two guys need a little work.
Man, equipment issues for days. All right.
All right.
Got a PP?
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
Come on, go.
I mean, if you need help, old man.
Mike,
Jesus Christ.
I need to wipe my pee hole. You know what I mean?
Just need somebody to wipe your pee hole.
All right. Well, camera issues for days tonight.
waiting for somebody else to take a piss, so I didn't feel like an idiot. You know what I mean?
I have like trained myself not to take a piss. So,
Right.
well, I've got a good bladder, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'll sit here and probably drink the most, and yet still never have to. I think last Wednesday I actually was like, I gotta do it. I gotta go piss.
Right.
Y'all are in charge. I gotta go. But yeah. So where were we? We were talking about
Just how long we've been the-
Speed
oh,
Demon.
Speed Demon.
so yeah, the speed demon of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely the speed demon in every band.
Yeah,
Gotta go faster.
I don't think we really had
Nah.
that issue. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. And now that you say that, and I've never really thought about it, but yeah, we just kind of like.
Yeah.
I think we're all just. I don't know. We all just. It all went together really well with us for some
Gelling.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened.
We started gelling
Seamlessly,
real fast.
really.
Yeah, it was quick. It was nice.
Yeah. And when you're with the right guys when that happens, you know what I mean? Like you can get in some bands and it seems like it takes a little long, but when you're with the right guys, you're like,
Mhm.
it just things happen. Like Blaine and I click real well, and then when we play, like we keep the band on point, really.
Yeah.
It's we don't really get out of control. Nobody's really taking off at 1,000 miles an hour.
Mhm.
No.
So
This is something I was going to bring up earlier, but we were kind of like super deep into conversation, and this comes from experience. What I'm about to say. So I was it's like 2011, 2012, somewhere in that range is when I joined Fiber. Now it's called Tight Like a Tiger.
Right.
But the first time I went and I practiced with them, I already had like Pure Potent Power, which was like the first album, and then they did like a EP. I had been playing shows with them for like a year and a half or 2 years, whatever, and we just fucking clicked.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, like immediately, like just yell homies.
Oh yeah.
And here we are. It's 11, 12 years later, whatever, how many years it's been. Fiber's been a band for 15 years. I joined the band 12 years ago. Or Tight Like a Tiger. Jesus Christ. Whatever. We're gonna change our name in 2 months. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's a bad joke.
We play with Fiber, right?
Uh-huh.
At Boswell. Was that Boswell? No.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you're
it
right.
was,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, just to be clear, I definitely prefer Tight Like a Tiger over Fiber. I never liked the name. I mean,
was Nick and Fiber?
Nick Jordan.
Yeah.
He is Fiber.
Right.
He literally writes 98% of the music.
He had short hair and shit back then, right? Okay.
Yeah. Now
I
he's
was like,
got.
I'm pretty sure.
You know why by the way, do you know why Nick Jordan has long hair? Dude would never grow his hair out. And like, I'm gonna get the hammer. I'll get Dennis to grow that hair out. It's gonna fucking happen.
People go through that.
And like, just to be clear,
Right.
it's not happening over here, y'all.
you can go in the back.
So
That looked fucking gnarly,
and
man.
this one night we're having band practice, and I'm like telling them both like, y'all, like, you guys have full heads of hair, and both of you have short ass fucking hair. And what? An hour later, so Nick used to be a little thicker like me or whatever, and he lost a ton of weight. And I ended up giving him a bunch of my old shirts and old clothes and shit. whatever. This is like ancient fucking alien stories here. But long story short, he has this jacket of mine that I fucking love, and I let him borrow it, and the motherfucker never gave it back. He's like, it's my jacket now. This is my fucking jacket.
Right.
And I was like, I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what. From this moment right now, 2 years from this moment right now, if you do not cut your hair, you can keep my jacket. It's your fucking jacket. And we shook on it. And that's why Nick Jordan has long hair. He was never going to do it. And now you can't even,
Suits him now.
you
know?
can't even imagine him without
Right.
long fucking hair. You know what I mean? Dennis Hilton.
I think we were
hold
talking
on.
about that, and I think was it you. You thought it wasn't him, right? That played
What?
at Boswell with us.
Oh, hold on.
He had short hair then.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I got annihilated drunk off of space dust. That
Oh,
brews.
That's
I
one thing about
love
Boswell,
space
man. They
dust.
have,
I know, but
they have,
then
they have good brew.
That's
I
IPA,
imagine-
right?
beer,
yeah,
man, for
but
sure.
I bashed like 7 of them in like an hour and 20 minutes.
You know, they
and
say
they're-
that people
they're
that
like-
drink IPA are basically like insane.
right.
It's the only beer that I truly enjoy.
I really enjoy IPAs. Yeah.
Yeah, same here, man. I like, but look at my taste in liquor. I like 101. That is my jam. Like Turkey 101. I like hard booze, but you know, it also comes from the fact I like saving money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get 100 proof
Yeah,
liquor.
it takes
Yeah.
a while to get.
If I'm at a bar,
well,
dude.
not me, but
if-
it
and
takes a while to get drunk off beer for some people. But
Oh yeah, I don't even drink beer. Like this is the most, honestly, like tonight is the most beer I've ever drank. Okay, so before I lose this train of thought, I'm gonna go full camera. All right. And he's not watching because I know he's not. Dennis Hilton. You're gonna grow that fucking hair out. Because you can. And we all know that it's a good look for you. You're gonna grow that fucking hair out, Hammer. You're gonna fucking do it.
you're gonna look like this if you face swapped him. You know what I mean?
So yeah, all right. No more done with the what do you call that? The dramatics there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's very dramatic.
Yeah, it's bullshit, man. Like he has a full, like not a thread of hair is missing out of that head.
Right.
And he's literally like sporting the cop top. Oh, the cop. Quote me on that. That just literally came
I
out
mean,
of my
that's-
fucking mouth. What is that actually called? That haircut?
The high and tight.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't-
Basically, like you see somebody
the
with
marine,
that.
like the
I-
marine cut.
Yeah,
I'd
you see
say
somebody with that
high and-
haircut, and it's automatically like, I don't know.
High and
Better
tight.
put this joint out real
like
quick.
right.
Yeah,
high and tight, but I say we stick with cop top.
cop top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta figure something out with my life. I gotta stop building computers because I do come up with some pretty interesting things. I should just start writing more. I need to start writing reviews again. That's what I need to do because damn it, cop top.
Cop top.
I'm having a moment here on a live broadcast. I don't give a shit. Obviously,
Breakdown.
I do not give a fuck. That is one of the one thing, by the way. These shows that we do, Brandon, I know you watch. You know, I don't give a fuck. And I'm also like one of those people that I really don't think before I speak.
Well,
So
You have the same mentality doing this as I do in playing in a band. You know,
mhm.
I'm doing this for me and to have fun, and you know,
You ever ate
But like-
cheeseburgers in the middle of a set?
yeah.
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're giving people, you know, recognition, and you know that's what I try to do now. Like even coming here today, I didn't want to wear like no big band shirt. You know, the distractions from fucking Elkhart. You know, like I want to support local bands and you know shit like that.
United States of Indiana.
Yeah.
States of Indiana.
Yeah, that's they make shirts and stuff and come up with their own. I have a shirt that has the out tracing of Indiana, and then over the top of it, it says corn, and it looks like the band name Corn, but it's got a C.
Right.
Yeah. That's stateofindiana.com. They have the coolest fucking shirts ever. I wish that I would like to talk to them and be like, hey, let's do that, you know, like let's
Right.
go. But they'll watch one episode and be like, yeah, probably a little over the top. but whatever. I don't give a shit.
It's like I'm trying to get the, I wish DiGiorno or something would like sponsor our band, or
Hell yeah.
Dorno. God damn, dude.
Yeah.
I better
Yeah.
I better set my sights lower, like Jax.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Jax is a shit.
Yeah, Jax
is
rocks.
fucking
Jax is the best frozen
Tonight's
pizza.
broadcast is brought to you by Tostitos Pizza Rolls.
Right.
So yummy, so delicious.
Yeah, speaking of fucking shirts, you give us our gifts.
Hell yeah.
There you go. We did not have a 3X.
So it's a Gildan. So
I
yeah,
don't think
dude.
it's a Gildan. Is it a Gildan?
Just
As long as it's not a Gildan,
But I want you to read the label there. 'cause
that's
I-
definitely
for
not a
some
fucking
reason,
Gildan.
I
Yeah, I
fucking-
wear 2X.
I just noticed this today, but read the label there.
Yeah.
The description of what it's made out of.
I'll even pull my best my best radio voice. I'll be Kip Casper for just a moment. I'm gonna pre-read it so I don't fuck it up. Fuck. Okay, well fuck it. I'll just KWS prints. KWS screen printing 2XL made from 99% cotton, 0.5% sorrow, 0.5% cat hair, printed in outer space. And by the way,
yeah.
it's also on the outside of printed in outer space are 2 upside down fucking crosses.
There you go, man.
That's legit.
That's the fucking Steve
Yeah.
shirt. I threw you a
And the
fucking
sticker?
and a sticker,
Fuck
and
yeah,
I threw you a hate use patch in there too, because
Nice, thanks, man.
I have fucking like 900 of them.
Oh hell yeah,
So
I love patches.
I was gonna bring you a fifth of benchmark also, but nobody sells it except
You know what's
here in
funny?
Lapel, I guess.
Yeah, the liquor store right around the corner. Yeah, they sure do. Thanks, man. Hell yeah. I'm such a big fan. So I worked in pizza for 20 years, first of all.
Yeah.
And then like I'm a big believer in like the yin and yang, darkness, lightness, whatever.
Right.
And not by design. I just happened to get this was my first tattoo. It's a Zoso. And I don't know if you guys know what Zoso actually the reference is. Zoso is the 3-headed dog that guards the gates of hell.
right.
Right. My second tattoo is the band that's what got me into rock. That's what got me into playing guitar. And then my left shoulder is what got me into punk.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
MXPX, which at the time the first time I saw them was at a Christian fucking show. So you got the evil, you got the
Right.
So but yeah, dope, man. I love your guys' design too, man.
Yeah.
That is such a dope fucking design.
Yeah. The Kids with Scissors is Matt is our guitar player's screen printing shop, or that's what he does. He prints all of our stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this will definitely fit.
So,
The only reason why I say 3X on Gildan is because Gildan,
I feel that
Makes-
it shrinks.
yeah. And dude, I stand 73 inches tall
Yeah.
and my legs are 29 inches long.
I don't
Do
like
the
it.
math.
Right.
It's like this.
Gildan shirts are basically belly shirts on
I
me.
want my shirts right below my pockets. That's how I always wear shirts, but
Yeah. I just
I mean, sometimes they shrink up, and I don't like to like sit down and like my back shows or something.
Mhm.
But,
I'm built like an ape,
yeah, me
basically.
too.
Yeah. Or whatever. Like my upper body is just dramatically longer than my legs. I have short ass legs. There are so many great things that come with that, but I won't get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Sid.
Dirty talk. Hey, what's up, Sid?
She played the first ever
Show at Circle E.
show at Circle E, man.
Hell yeah.
Everybody loved it.
Kinsey 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got Sid, Scott. I don't know how you say it, man. Worse with last names. That is one thing I'm horrible at. But I got Sid and Jenny B. Bledsoe coming on the podcast, I think in November. Actually, it's November 19th.
Yeah.
And it's going to be actually, I think I have it in my phone what it's called. Oh, yeah. It's Chop Liver's Midweek Crisis butt stuff. So Sid on the side outside of Kinsey 6 and her day job, she also goes to school. They go to school. Excuse my French there. They sell sex toys. So we are going to have actually I think it is a midweek crisis. So yeah, tune in on November 15th. Sid and Jenny and I, we're gonna be sitting here hanging out, and we're gonna be yeah.
They fucking killed it at Circle
Hawkins
Week. I mean,
sex
we
toys.
knew they would. So that's, I mean, they headlined. They played
Yeah.
last, you know. But
First time I'd ever seen them, and they were fucking awesome.
Mhm.
I mean,
Have you seen them play Baby Got Back?
no,
no,
they
I don't think so.
It's
We
a
used to-
treat.
We used to
It's a
cover
treat,
Push
yeah.
It. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's cool. Which band?
Fuck, that was unexpected.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
yeah.
Like when we first started.
Dude, I'm excited to see y'all. I
I
haven't,
think our
I haven't
first-
seen the Steves, but I saw the Astrophobes, and
Yeah.
obviously I'm a fan,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
because
kind of,
I'm like, I need that jumpsuit. I'm going to fucking Halloween.
I mean, it's the
An
same.
Astrophobe suit.
It's kind
like,
of the
immediately
same
loved
sound.
it.
You know, it's the same, some of the same songs, but like, you know, it's like, why not play those songs?
Mhm.
We only played.
We
three
only
shows
played
at
3
the
shows as the
Astrophobes.
Astrophobes, you know.
Yeah.
It was pretty short
And it's
lived.
just like, you know, we're going to record December 2nd in Bloomfield, Indiana. So then, and we already have probably 3 or 4 more songs for another record. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you got to record songs before you get sick of playing them.
Mm-hmm. No, amen. And
Yeah,
you know,
you know.
I think the thumb rule here is, regardless of band, if you didn't record it and put it out, if you wrote it,
No,
it's
that's-
your fucking song.
Well, that's like Matt.
Do what
our
you will.
guitar player. He's like, let's just take our best songs from all of bands we've been in and just,
Nah,
you know.
it's not really fair.
but
no,
not that.
unless
But
you,
not that. Well,
unless
he's
you
never
wrote
really
it
been
and-
in a. Yeah, I mean, songs we've written as individuals,
Mhm.
and then you know, let's record them. But like, Matt did some shit. Like, I don't think they ever had a drummer like what he did in Texas.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So like, you know, but all the songs that he's written have all been originals.
Yeah.
To us, you know.
Also with that being said, I guess my whole thing is like, if it doesn't get recorded and put out, then it's fair game. But if somebody
Right.
else is in, just put the the credit.
Oh
in.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with how technical everything is now
Yeah.
today with like DistroKid and CD Baby, like
Yeah.
they make it super fucking easy to make sure, like, if there are multiple writers on a song,
Right.
that they get, their 0.0000000000001 cent of every download or listen to, whatever. You know what I mean? But I just feel like,
Yeah, and it's only songs that like I wrote everything, pretty much wrote everything too.
mhm.
You know, I wrote the lyrics and guitar and whatever, you know. But like, there's certain songs for like that I had for the Hate Yous that Devontae wrote, you know, and I don't play those songs anymore, but
Mhm.
you know, some songs that just they got to be heard, man. You know, it
Absolutely.
feels like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a song that I wrote in Think Tank, actually. It's a band that I started back in like 2014 or something like that. It was myself and Amanda Pavel. And there were but the consistencies throughout the writing process was Pavs and I. But there's a song that we did called, it used to be called Sex. And we never recorded it. It never got
Right.
whatever. But I wrote the song, so it's like the Ripper does it.
Yeah.
And it's called Stay Horny. So
Yeah, yeah.
we just actually introduced it 2 shows ago, which was like 86, 87, something like that.
Like, I don't think I've ever actually. I mean, like when Blaine and I played like the Can't Get Nuns and shit. Our first tape, we did tapes. I mean, this is fucking cassette days, you know. We had a karaoke machine, and our first tape was recorded over a Hootie and the Blowfish tape.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
And we just tape. You know how you tape over tapes? You know,
Yeah.
you take tape and stick it over the corners, and fucking you can record over them. And we had like 3 fucking dude. We probably had about 90 songs.
We wrote a shitload of songs back
Yeah,
then,
you know, just
but
whatever, we
everybody
didn't
wrote
care,
songs. You know what I
Do you
mean?
ever feel like you're the baby in the corner, Larry? Because these two have been working together for fucking 20 years.
Yeah, a little bit.
I bet,
No,
man.
dude, he's like, he's been there. It feels like he's just been there the whole time. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of like,
And
that's the thing. I really don't feel like a
Out of
new
place in
at a
that
new
way,
guy
yeah.
or out of place. It's like we just all four of us just instantly
We
clicked. You know,
yeah.
it's like you were here the whole time. It's
yeah,
you
it's
know,
weird. Like,
we,
I'm like, and
we tried a drummer out before him, and then I'm like, yo, well, that was cool, you know, but like you could just tell punk wasn't his like first, language, I
Yeah.
guess. And then we're like, well, he messaged me and I told them, and they're like, we're like going out in the middle of nowhere in the fucking country. They're like, we're gonna fucking die, dude. And I think when we walked in, he had a gun laying out on the fucking counter on the bar or something.
Yeah.
And like,
you know, if I'd had an inkling if that was going on in their mind, I'd let them come in and just been standing there in my underwear with my gun in my hand.
but yeah, he just instantly clicked, man. And we're like, yeah,
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I've enjoyed every band I've ever been in. All the guys I've had the privilege of playing with, because a lot of them are super amazing. But like this band feels like home.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, like I feel like we've already been playing together 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's incredible, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. You know.
It's
I
can
mean,
relate
It's
so
the
hard.
tightest band
Yeah.
I've been in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We can start and stop on a dime, and
Hell yeah.
and like
Man, there's
everybody's on time.
That's not true. This last song we've been working on, I've
Depends on
been
how many
screwing that
beers
one
I've
up.
had.
I've been screwing this last one up though.
I-
His timing on this stop and this song's like, God damn it.
and Larry's a really good musician also, so it's like he adds a lot. You know, he hears a riff or hears something in the song. He's like, well, why don't we just try like this? And it's like,
Most lefties are
fuck
really
yeah.
good musicians.
Apparently, they're good presidents too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lefty.
Yeah, I'm a lefty.
I had a guy. He's like, if we play a show, can I just use your drummer's shit? And I'm like, my drummer's anal as fuck about his drum set, dude. I'm like, yeah, you got a nice set though,
And I'm a lefty.
And I'm like, but he's a lefty, so
Which
nobody
is not
wants
all
to-
that.
nobody wants to go through all that, switching everything around. And all that
Yeah.
shit.
So you play left-handed guitars.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yeah.
I could play like almost every instrument under the sun. You can put a left guitar,
When I
a left-handed guitar in my hand. I'm like, dang,
I don't think I've ever even
Mm.
tried.
can't even. man.
Actually, I'm super.
I feel like I would be able to learn one if that's all I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a mirrored image, But
So foreign.
fuck
to
yeah,
me.
it'd be fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
And as a lefty, Fender, if you just happen to be listening, I'm super disappointed when you put out the Hendrix signature and you made a lefty for right-handed fucking people. So fuck you, Fender, for fucking doing that. Yeah, because I would have bought that motherfucker. But
They
no,
didn't make a left-handed one, but so what you're saying is they made
they made him.
it looks like a
lefty.
lefty, but it's actually a righty.
No, it's a left-handed guitar, but so he could play it upside down like Hendrix did. Not a right-handed guitar, so I could play it upside down like Hendrix did.
Okay. I'm with you now. I
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that,
When,
that was really upsetting. I was like, come on, Fender, really?
Yeah.
That's
When-
not how he rocked.
When
It's
when
not how he rocked.
when I drummed, I played open arm. I didn't play cross arm. So like
Mhm.
all my cymbals were to my left. I played bass pedal I played the bass drum with my right foot. I played the snare with my right hand. And like I played all my cymbals and the hi-hat with the chip. JL, JSL, what the fuck's his name?
JS.
The dude
John Saxon.
No, JL. You know what I'm talking about? What band's he playing now? He played in both. You remember both?
Are you talking about Crisis actor John?
Yeah.
JS. John
JS,
Saxon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LE
okay.
2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, but back in the day, he was a drummer for both.
Yeah.
and he drummed the same way I did.
Right on.
He played open arm like that. So that made, when I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, I don't feel so weird now, you know. But yeah, that's how I was comfortable, man, when I played drums.
It doesn't make you weird. It makes you
For
original.
like fucking
Yeah.
10 years, I
Yeah.
drummed like that.
I
could play
Come on,
hardcore
we was just
fast
talking
as a
about
motherfucker,
we was just talking
dude.
about Hendrix playing the guitar upside down.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
not weird. It makes
I mean,
you
I
original.
you know, I could, it made, I would not be able to play hardcore cross arm like I could open arm like that. You know, it made, I could double tap, eat fucking crazy, you know, crazy
Yeah.
double taps and fucking, I wouldn't be able to play hardcore cross arm.
I can't play
It
hardcore
just made
at
me,
all.
it just made me.
I could play the
fast,
drums, but I, for whatever reason,
He can.
I got real close. Like because I had a drum set, I ended up selling it, but I was practicing enough where I was like, I think I'm gonna be able to do this like 150, 160, like fucking
Right.
flying. And I was right there. And then I sold my drum set, and I guarantee you, if I picked up a drum set, it'd be fine.
Have you ever played drums in a band?
Mhm.
You did?
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
Yeah. One band. That's it. But it's been a hot minute. I should not be talking about this. Like I'll tell you anything, but I should definitely not be talking about playing the drums. It's the thing. I'm telling you, it's hard to find drummers.
I was
Yeah.
I was a shitty drummer when I first started. It took me a long time to get stamina. I'd fucking stop, wouldn't I? Like I'm
Mhm.
like, God damn, dude, I'm fucking dead over here. Like, you know, I
Yeah,
played
these
too
dudes-
hard.
These dudes
and
are like,
I was just a kid,
"You wanna
man.
go-
I didn't
can we
know
play
how.
one more
Nobody
time?"
taught me
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, dude, let's fucking play it again. You know, like we'll go through the set and they look at me like, I think it's taken them a minute to get used to the idea of like, you know, get out of their mindset. I was like,
Yeah.
man, this dude's in his 50s. He might need some oatmeal and a nap by now.
So
Nah, dude, let's run through the set
Back-
2 or 3 more fucking times. I'm ready to go.
back
go,
when
go to a Riot Room show and you'll see. This
Yeah.
fucking dude, man.
Yeah.
back when Dennis started playing drums for Sick the Ripper. So at the time he was doing Tie Like a Tiger and Ramathorn. And you know, we do like 30-minute set, like 12 songs, 30 minutes, whatever.
You guys are like
And
shorter songs.
they're
Sick
fast.
the Ripper.
Yeah, they're fast.
I
They're
like 'em.
fast as fuck. Well, most of them are fast as fuck. There's some
I
dancers
heard
in
that
there.
Freddy
but
Krueger song. I think is the one I.
Freddie Got Fingered.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. I think
It's like
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I just really like how I wrote it. So whatever.
We,
Lyrically, one of my
you
favorites.
guys are still jamming though, or
Oh yeah,
what? Sick the
we're
Ripper?
playing October 5th at that's a Thursday.
Okay.
We're playing at
You guys pretty much don't play Saturdays because Rich does punk rock night and
Uh-huh.
shit. So
yeah.
maybe set something up at Circle We another night and you guys can come play.
We're playing Long Shot. We're playing Long Shot with Rad Key and Republican Sex Blanket. So that's a double header for fucking Dennis. And then we're playing October 13th at Hoosier Dome.
That's Friday.
With an array of bands. Misunderstood. Who else is on that band? On that set show. Either way, I can't remember.
Right.
We just got Attitude, so sorry that I'm forgetting, but yeah, I need to get on the treadmill. I gotta get my
Maybe,
fucking breathing in.
sometime. I don't know how many open dates we have, but like maybe set up a Friday show and you guys come play, man. Because I'd like to play with you
go.
guys.
That would be dope.
But that crossed my mind. It's like I'd like to play with Sick or Ripper, but I know Rich does punk rock night and you do too. And
Yeah,
so Saturdays, you guys are pretty much.
yeah. We don't play
I
Saturdays.
wondered about that.
Yeah. Yep. It's a thing. And then our drummer's in 4 bands and Chad's in like 3 bands. So, but that's why we just don't play that much.
Right.
But our mindset right now is recording anyways. But we do have 2 shows coming up, so that's happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're excited about recording.
Yeah, actually, earlier when I almost interrupted you, Larry,
Oh.
and then I came back and I said, "So, how many songs you guys got in the bag?" And then my next question is recording.
December 2nd, we're gonna go record. Try to get an album put out. You know what I mean? Get the first like 13 songs or so we had. Maybe cut a few out, save them, but definitely get.
We had it set up for August 19th, but we got ghosted. The dude just stopped fucking responding. So,
Oh, it sucks.
we
Damn.
didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
it happens.
anything.
Larry, we grab that whiskey.
Sure.
It's time for me to take a shot. By the way, if anybody obviously wants to take a shot,
Yeah,
take a
I'm
shot.
good.
I'll take one more.
Fuck it. Who drove anyways?
I drove.
There you
Blaine.
go.
I always drive. Somehow,
Blaine
I'm,
always drives.
Blaine always.
somehow
drives.
I'm always the driver. I don't know.
Well, once
I
we,
mean, I
once
will
we get
drive.
our-
Like, when people are with me, I'm terrified of driving on the highway for some reason. But if I'm by myself, I'm fine.
Mm.
I don't like I don't know, especially like 4-lane highways and stuff. Like, I don't like. Scares me. I don't
Mm.
like it.
I've had to drive all over the fucking country, so I don't mind driving.
Right on. I cannot drive high at all.
So basically, it'll be
Hi.
Blaine and
I
I
can't
driving,
play high.
pulling driver
I
duties.
shoot, man. Every mailbox
Can't
is in
drive.
danger if I'm high.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah, I cannot smoke weed. I will literally like wait to drive if I've smoked
Oh, yeah.
marijuana.
I just smoke weed all the time.
Blaine,
Yeah,
Blaine can't play if he's not.
I
high.
literally just don't smoke weed.
Yeah, if
I
I don't
do
have,
hear
if I don't have weed,
they're
I'm
great
calling
once in a
into
while, but-
practice. No, I'm just kidding.
If I smoke weed, I'm calling into practice
Right.
because I don't even remember how to play anything.
you mean you'll try to call into practice and be like,
I forgot the number.
is
It fucks me up.
what's that? Yeah, dude, I turn into Jim Brewer when I smoke weed. Like Jim Brewer from Half Baked.
Right.
I'm just like I just cannot function. So yeah, no driving high for me. So, but I essentially can't really smoke. So
I can be totally fucking hammered and still play guitar somehow.
oh yeah, amen. Yeah,
I mean, I'd be
I
better
can
if
do
I
everything.
wasn't.
I used to be able
I'd
to
be
play
better if I wasn't. but
annihilated drunk, and like nowadays, if I like even catch like too much of a buzz, I lose all my steam so fast. I get so wore out if I'm like alcohol buzz
Yeah.
for some reason.
So you know what? I've got a great question. It just popped in my head, and I'll start it, and then we'll just work our way around. Secret superpower: I cannot puke from drinking.
Huh.
Like, dude, I literally have puked once in the last 10 years, and I literally cannot even remember that.
I don't
very
do-
well.
Right.
It takes a lot.
I don't-
Yeah.
I probably drank my weight.
Liquor
in
will make me
fucking-
puke, but beer doesn't. I just black out and pass out.
Yeah,
I don't
I
puke.
don't do that either. I don't like, yeah, alcohol is a very weird thing to me. My liver's fucking grade A. What about you? You got a superpower? Secret superpower? Or a talent that you have?
Show him that trick you do with your penis.
Oh yeah.
The helicopter?
Well, I tried to do the helicopter. What's the thing I saw? It looks like a light switch flipping on and off.
No, yeah, it looks like
But,
those, you remember those straws you sit on the edge of a glass and it would do this dunk and then stand back up. Yeah, that's what it is.
Man, I don't know.
Hidden talent.
I can fucking not drink a lot, really. I get fucked up easily, dude.
Hey, there you go.
But I can like drink a lot. But yeah, I'll drink 6 beers and black out, dude.
So I
Yeah,
think
that's
what
fine.
Brandon's trying to say is he's really good at eating pussy.
I think it's
that's
exactly
what I'm
what he
taking
said.
from
And
it.
not, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever eaten pussy or not, though. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
'Cause you were blacked out drunk.
apparently, I'm good at it.
Oh man, I'm fired. What about you, Larry? You got a hidden talent?
Hidden talent. I mean, yeah, I don't get sick either. You know, I could drink a lot and not get fucking sick, and I could drink a lot and I seem to be a better driver, as strange as that sounds. And that's real. Like
Yep.
I can verify that with people. They'll be like, yeah, this motherfucker drives better, can drive straight more than most people can not drunk, So I'm usually the one that ends up driving because I'm like,
Mhm.
let him fucking do it, So that's my superpower.
We don't condone drinking and driving.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also I'm the exact same way, by the way.
I'm
So, but one hit a reefer, and I'm literally like hitting signs, fucking driving through cornfields, confused.
We were
I'm an
speaking
avid,
of that. We were driving down this way, and I'm like, God damn! Every fucking sign through here had a fucking bullet hole on it.
In lapel?
Yeah. Well, close to it, I think, right down here.
Through the country.
I've never even noticed. It's such a blur to me. You get so used to driving the same path.
but I've been an avid supporter of Damn for years though.
Damn.
Yeah, drunks against mad mothers. So
Man, somebody we had a meeting at work. Sorry, Blaine.
No, you're all right.
But we had a meeting at work, and you know how like corporate shit goes. And they're like, what does KISS stand for? And I'm in a room, right? And I'm the black sheep pretty much everywhere I go. I mean, I don't wear this at work, but they all know that I fuck nuns. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who wouldn't?
But I was like, Knights and Satan services. And they all looked over at me like crazy.
Yeah.
And it definitely was not that. And the
It
guy was
definitely
like,
not that.
anyways, I can't even remember what it stood for, but it was like, you know, some fucking non-corporate nonsense.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, that's like, I don't know. I feel like anything, I don't know. I'm almost like, nothing against people with autism, but I'm almost like autistic with stuff. I feel like I'm good at anything that I set my mind to,
Mm-hmm.
like, but I obsess over it. It's like I hadn't fucking painted in I don't know how long, and I just like I'm gonna start painting, and then I'm like selling fucking paintings and shit. Like if I
Which
set
is
my mind to
amazing
something, I'm
painter,
just
by the
really,
way.
really good at it. You know what I mean? It's weird.
That's the power of belief, though, right there.
I mean,
Or also like,
but
the
I
power
obsess of it
so
over
do
it and
I.
can't think of anything else, and it's just
I
like
do the same shit, man.
So it's kind of your vice.
Are
or
you
your-
are you a
your-
369 guy?
It's I guess so. Yeah.
Like, that's the practice of like repeating like 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. Like, if you believe in something, you'll write it down that many times every day.
I have a really good memory, so I don't really have to like write shit down. But like,
If you put your mind to it, you're gonna motherfucking do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can pretty much do anything and be good at it. But then I obsess over it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's a thing.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a very, in my opinion, it's not everybody has that. And
But,
the people
like,
that do
I've always
usually
been
do
that
very
way
well.
with bands and shit. I listen to my band a lot, and I'm sure these guys don't. Like when we make recordings and stuff. Like I listen to us all the time, and like I'll change shit at next practice.
I would
and
say,
blah, blah, blah.
just to be
But, like,
just to be fair, most people don't.
yeah,
Like,
right.
yeah, like most people, they'll, a band will put out an album, and majority of the people in the band probably will not obsessively listen to
Yeah.
it over and over again.
Like I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
well, Brandon probably does more than most of us, but I listen to our music quite a bit, and mostly, because of the fact that I'm a newer drummer, so I had as expected, probably a basic approach to it. So then I go back and I listen to stuff like, what can I add to make it better and to make myself better, and then just make the band better overall. So Brandon probably does
I
listen
could
to it twice
tell,
as
like-
long, or as much, but
like you can tell because hell, sometimes we only get a practice once a week or something like that,
all right.
But I can tell he plays along the stuff that we have recorded. And like the first time we ever played with him, I could tell that he's listened to our shit and like he may have played along to it or
Yeah.
whatever and stuff,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what you need, and you need dedicated people like that.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah.
I still think that the click, like the friendship bond, is more important. That's
yeah, no, you have to
that's
be in
what
a
I was
band
getting
with
at
people
earlier.
you can.
Like,
oh yeah.
I'm so lucky to have found Nick and Dennis,
Yeah.
and just like you, Larry, like when I started playing with them, I was 31, they were 33, 34, and those two have been friends before they had pubic hair.
Right.
So I was like literally the outsider coming into the band,
Yeah.
but instantly was like, I was there the whole fucking time. Did I go to
Yeah.
LA with them? Did I hang out in Compton? No, but the energy was there as if I had. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I mean, and like you said earlier, all the bands and people I played with, like, the memories are great, and I had a great time. But those three dudes have known each other forever, and obviously had played in several bands, great bands together. And it's like, but when I joined, it was like I'd been there the whole fucking
Yeah,
time.
Hell
nothing,
yeah.
nothing
It's so
felt
dope,
weird.
man.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
just like,
it's just I don't know. I love it, and I'm not gonna stop until they, until they're like, all right, old man,
Mm-hmm.
time for you to find something else to do.
It's like the
It's
literal.
time for
What
bingo,
what
old
you're
man.
experiencing is the literal opposite of I don't know, Black Crowes, Oasis, Rage Against the Machine,
right,
System of a Down.
right,
Ugh. Like great bands, in their own rights of their genres,
right.
but because of whatever reason, they just could not get the fuck along.
Yeah, it's always weird
Yeah.
to me when you hear about bands that like they didn't even record in the same studio because they can't stand each
Oh,
other. And I'm
yeah.
like, how are they in a
Mhm.
fucking band
Mhm.
together? And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
And we're not talking about because there's bands where it's just one fucker
right, oh, yeah,
that's ruining it for everybody
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
I suppose. Oh man. But like indie. So for indie, there's two bands that stand out to me where one of them I can't say. I'm not going to say one of them, but there is a band that used to play here back in the day called Full Monty, and for whatever reason, they just couldn't keep going. And one of my favorite local bands of all time, and I still listen to their music and yada yada yada. But it didn't really pan out. So because of the inner works of the band, it's in my opinion, it's the most important part of the band.
yeah,
Yeah.
You have to be able to get along.
Yeah.
But if that bond is strong, it's amazing on stage.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Well, and like you can just tell we're all just we all really enjoy it. It's like it just has come together so well,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it's just working perfect. It's
Blank,
just
like
It's
really
effort-
excited
it's
about the whole
effortlessly
thing.
just
Yeah.
doing it,
Mhm.
this is the most fun I've had playing in a band. I've me and Blaine, no matter what band we're in together, we just instantly fucking click because we always have. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like Matt didn't join. Matt's as new as he is,
Mhm.
and Matt, is
Yeah,
Matt
Matt-
Smith,
Matt
Dylan.
Dylan. God damn.
Matt
He
Dillon, Marshall,
worst.
the Marshall.
until he
Is
joined.
that his nickname?
His name,
no, we used to.
Okay,
when we were
well,
young, we would fuck
his
with
name
him.
is Matt.
His
Dillon.
name is officially Marshall
Yeah.
now. Or I'm sorry,
Marshall,
The
the
Marshall.
the
Marshall,
Marshall,
the Marshall Matt Dillon.
the Marshall Matt Dylan.
The Marshall Matt Dillon.
I literally wrote this down.
He hadn't played
That's
his
great.
guitar in like, I think he said he
Years, did
hadn't
he
played
say?
his guitar in like 15 years when
Yeah.
he started. He was like, I'm like, man, you still got your guitar? He's like, yeah. I was like, you played? He's like, I haven't in a long time. I'm like, what do you think about trying to play guitar in the band? And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't, and I didn't think he was going to. And then like 2 days later, he hit me back up. He was like, yeah, I'm down, dude. I'll come jam. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then he picked it right back up.
He come
Yeah.
and saw us at the Melody Inn
Yeah.
and Riot Room,
He watched 2 of the Astrophobe shows. He had just moved
and he
back
liked
from
us
Texas
a lot,
at that
and
point.
like he just moved back up here from Texas, and he's been down there for he lived in California and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he moved down. He moved away from Richmond when he was probably
like 18.
18, 19, lived in Ohio for a while, then went to a special effects college in Pennsylvania, ran by Tom Savini. He went to Tom Savini special effects.
Yeah,
school
he's
in
on the back of
Pennsylvania.
Fangoria shit, the Fangoria magazine.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, he's
Is that better? Yeah, there we go.
Matt's always been a great guy and
Oh, fuck,
good
I'm
friend,
here.
And he's the one that prints
Thank God I
prints
wasn't
all of
doing-
our fucking shit.
Thank God I wasn't doing cocaine on the show because the camera literally just went down on the desk. Oh, fuck. I almost told on myself.
I know, I'd have been fucking pissed.
Like I can afford
Where's my
cocaine.
fucking- Where's my
Shit.
fucking line at? You know what I mean?
Man.
I mean,
One in Rome, baby.
That's right.
Yeah. From
Win
now
in
on,
lapel.
whenever I
Win in
open up the
lapel.
shows,
Winning lapel.
Yeah. I always say, coming to you live from the luscious loins, the lapel, Indiana. If there's cocaine in the studio, I'm just gonna say, coming to you live from Rome. Woo!
I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I'm glad I stood up for a second because now I feel a little more lively. Gotta stand up every once in a while when you're
Right, yeah.
drinking because you'll
Right.
forget that you're
Oh, yeah,
drinking.
right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think adding Matt, man, was a good thing. He's only been in the band about as long as he has. Really, what we played like a month.
Yeah,
He's
maybe.
like a month before him,
Right.
and like he writes a lot of songs, and he's a fucking. Most of the songs he writes are horror related and stuff like that, because that's
Right on.
That's the thing.
So
That's
you
his
like
thing, so-
horrors a lot?
yeah,
I
I do.
love
I love
horse,
horse.
Cheap ones.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, cheaper the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to add a little danger, you know.
So hold on. Are we what we're actually talking about here is you like horror films? Like, are we talking about horror?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
horror.
yeah.
So you're like a horror buff. You're like into
No,
horror?
we're talking about
No,
Matt.
Matt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, all.
Oh,
of us
yeah,
love
I'm
horror
like I'm
movies,
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm speaking
yeah.
directly. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
we all love
yeah,
horror
I
movies,
love
but yeah,
horror.
just Matt writes a lot of.
Oh, Matt, not
Yeah,
Larry.
yeah, no,
God
Matt-
damn.
Matt
All right,
writes
that
a
went.
lot of like.
It went over
horror
my
stuff.
head. One,
no.
two. Oh yeah, I take a shot whenever something goes over.
I
my
mean,
head.
he writes songs that aren't about horror, but like that's his shit. He loves
Matt's into the
fucking-
horror.
fuck
I'm
yeah,
into
man.
the horror too.
I mean, he went
Yeah.
to Tom Savini special effects school. You know what I mean? Like he's always been into that.
Yeah.
Matt Dillon,
Matt Dillon.
and he's a Richmond folk.
He was
Originally.
born in
yeah.
Richmond, yeah, raised, and then he moved away for a while and just came back. Like
Is he here in Indy or where's he at?
He's in
Richmond,
Richmond.
he's in Richmond.
He's in
yeah.
Richmond.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to figure out if I know him.
No, well, you.
I mean, I doubt it. but-
I don't know if you've been. I don't know if he's been to a show you've been at or not yet. But yeah, you'll meet him next time. Next
Right
time
on.
you come see us.
Yeah.
Matt, you
He-
could have had
yeah.
a.
He looks
Right.
the most like a punk rocker than any of us.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
that's
but
true.
like
You could have walked out of here with a copy of Encino Man.
God damn it.
fuck.
If you had shown up, Matt.
Right.
Right.
I don't even think Matt doesn't even have Facebook, so he's not even watching. Maybe his wife is.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
He's just he's not feeling good. Trying to get better before this weekend.
Does he have COVID? Be honest.
I don't think so, but
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going around, man.
He said he doesn't feel good.
I just had Phil Keller on this last Sunday, and he had COVID. He was out of work for a hot minute. So was
I
his
mean,
girlfriend Jessica.
Nothing benchmark couldn't take care of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little extra sleep.
Right.
Last time I had COVID, I slept for like 50, 60 hours straight. Like legit, like I'd wake up and be
I
like,
think I'm asymptomatic. Probably. I may have had it, but I've never had
I had it
symptoms.
like 3 times.
And like I've gotten sick and never tested positive, but my son had it. Nobody else got it. I mean, just
Yeah, I know people that can't get it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, it's definitely a fucking thing.
I mean, I think right before all that shit broke, like I got it, and because I was like, felt like I was dying for like 3 days. You know, of course, the doc was just like, oh, just take your normal over the counter, whatever you take. So that's what I took, and then like after like the 3rd day, it was like gone, like not a thing happened. And then like when that whole wave of that shit happened, it's like, they're like, you got to get the shot. I'm like, I'm not getting a goddamn shot or a booster and that shit, but I never got it after that.
I'm not.
Even being around.
If you want to
people
get
that did.
vaccinated, that's fine with me. I don't have nothing.
Yeah,
against
it's your
anybody
body.
wants to do,
It's your body.
Right.
Do what the fuck you want with it.
Right.
Period, Indiana.
I
Period.
understand
Right.
trying to stop
yeah,
it. Like,
Indiana, come on.
I understand trying to
Yeah,
stop
Indiana.
an epidemic and stuff,
Right.
But like,
Let's switch
I
out of
didn't- I didn't-
politics.
I didn't go to a lot of shows.
My
because
bad for
I didn't-
dropping
I
the
just didn't
fucking
go to shows
feed.
when I wasn't fucking vaccinated. I just didn't go to shows because
Yeah.
it is what it is. That was what was going on at the time.
Amen. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is
Well,
what it is.
I was you know what I did? You know what I did? As soon as the Mel was able to have people in the bar, it was like 13 people, 15 people, was like how many people they could have in the bar, including the people that worked
Yeah.
there. Every Saturday night at the Melody Inn was not punk rock night. And it was like, dude, it was fucking
The
dope.
Hey You's played there at
And
that
it's
time.
yeah. Well, I mean before they were allowed to have live music.
Yeah.
We would, like, when I say there's a handful of people, less than 15, 20 people that would go out every Saturday, and we would all fucking hang out and drink. And then once they had to close down at fucking midnight, we'd go to somebody's house and do tons of fucking drugs. Those were the days. I was like,
I felt
fucking,
bad.
I love
you
the
know,
pandemic. It was fantastic.
I felt bad for the mail, man. They went through a hard time during that.
Yeah, everybody did. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
You
man.
know, I was always, they were doing like support the mail,
Yep.
donations, and I was always sharing that shit. And actually, when the Hate Use played, we gave all our money back to the.
Was
mail
I
team,
there?
man.
I had to have
You
been
were
there.
there.
Yeah, dude. I had to have been, man.
But Rich is like, no, man, we pay our bands. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, just I want you guys to keep
Yep,
it for
yep.
take it as a donation to the Melody Inn,
I
'cause,
during that time,
you know,
once the
when
shows,
you guys are back at full capacity, I'll take some money. Hell yeah. you know?
Yeah.
But like, fuck, dude, I love, this is awesome.
I never would have thought that this would have happened, but during that pandemic time, once the band started playing again, I was running sound and running the door
Yeah.
for almost a year. And that was because, the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I was helping out. And most of the time, like, I mean, there was a couple. So back then, they had this auction for like posters and CDs and all this stuff.
Yeah, I remember when that was.
And
going on.
there was a couple times where, like, after that night, they did that whole thing. I was like, there's all these like posters and stuff left, and I was like, all right, that's what we're gonna do. You keep that money, and let me get some of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got some like really fucking badass like show posters
Right.
and albums and stuff. Even trade whatever, but in general, like, it was just sitting there. So I would just give the money back. And then did that quite a bit, especially on nights where it was like Dave and I. And there was like 4 people that fucking showed up. And, the max was like 20, 25 fucking people anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, and honestly, like, if I had not done that, I don't know if I'd be as good at running sound now. I'm
Right.
pretty good at running sound. I got my
Yeah.
fucking time in running sound for fucking ska bands and country bands with 9 people in it.
Hell yeah. Sounds terrible.
I mean,
Sorry, I just had a
love some
moment of
ska.
like traumatic fucking PTSD
I could not
of
imagine,
like-
running sound with 9 people on
I
the
love
stage.
ska.
Right.
I love
That's a
some
long
ska
ass
bands,
sound
but
check.
like, I gravitate more toward like ska hardcore bands, like Suicide Machines and fucking Against All Authority is one of my favorite fucking bands in the world. But like, I love some ska bands. Like,
Yeah.
that shit's awesome.
Yeah, I ran into it. Lo and behold, Christian music. Supertones, 5 Iron
I'm a
Frenzy.
huge Op Ivy fan, but I'm not a huge Rancid fan. I like Rancid, but I'm just not as big into them as I am Op Ivy or anything. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, they're every genre has their I got you.
Yeah.
So this is about the time. It's like, yep, we're right at time. So you probably already know what I'm about to do, right, Brandon?
I don't know.
It's a question. It's a question. Nobody ever sticks around for this anyways, right? Until YouTube. The next day, we get a lot of people watch this show afterwards. It's pretty neat how that works because
I do like
right now I know where a lot of the people that will watch this show, I know exactly where they are.
I watch at work a lot because I
Mhm.
have like an office, but I get paged a lot. So like fuck, man. So like I'm in and out.
So if I didn't do podcasts on
But
Wednesdays,
sometimes I'll come back and watch them on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, we do have a lot of people that watch it like the next day.
Yeah.
So, and tonight is one of those nights where a lot of people, I know where tons of people are right now. And if I didn't do a podcast on Wednesdays, I would be at Black Circle watching Harley Poe.
Yeah.
Harley. And you know what's cool is a friend of mine hit me up and was like, hey, I have an extra ticket to Harley Poe. You want to go? I'm like, Harley Poe from Kokomo? And I was like,
That rhymes.
yeah, I know. I had to do it.
I'm just kidding.
Harley Poe, do you want to go?
Yeah.
Harley Poe from Kokomo. Let's roll.
Is anybody watching right now? I don't
Yeah.
have to look.
Yeah, there's 5 people watching.
High 5 people.
But yeah, totally like Harley Poe does not play that much. And
Right.
I've just been a fan for a long time. So I love all genres of music, by the way. So this part of the show
What's
is
in the
called
box?
upside down. What's in the box? No, okay. I was hoping somebody else. Like, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So,
what was
so
it?
what-
8mm?
no, the movie. Oh, it's
7.
Seven.
Seven.
Good one too.
Fuck
That's a
yeah.
fantastic film.
It is.
I'm a big movie buff. So, all right. So I'm gonna pull a question, and then y'all gonna answer it. I'll answer last. So if you pull, you're the last one to answer. We'll go around the room. We'll all pick one. If you don't like the question, or
Fuck that. We'll answer it.
oh, man, I promise you,
We're the Steves, dude.
there's some bad ones in here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Pull it, don't look, and then show it to the camera. Y'all like my shit won't show up. Y'all's have good cameras. My camera's shit. All right. Here you go, Brandon. Just hang tight onto that once we get through it here. So okay. What's the most you've ever spent at once?
Is that your question?
Yeah. So everybody answers it. I'll answer it last because I pulled
The
it.
most I've ever spent at once,
No
is,
mortgages, no car payments.
$1,700 at the fucking casino, probably.
Which one?
Anderson.
Anderson. That's what is that called?
I can't remember.
All right. Well,
I
they
blocked it out of my fucking memory.
no
after that.
sponsorship for them.
Yeah, at all. Fuck them guys.
No free advertisement.
But yeah, I lost $1,700 in Anderson. But they didn't have like live dealers and shit then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was like like generated, computer generated machines and shit. And I was pretty shit faced. I probably lost about 1,900 because I probably
Hey, but you had free
I
drinks,
probably-
right?
fuck no. I probably spent about like $300 in alcohol on fucking. So I probably lost about $2,000. You know,
Hell yeah.
so good times.
That's actually like, if you think about it, though, really, statistically speaking, like that's really not that bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Do I got to pull for Larry?
Oh no,
No,
no, no, no.
everybody
We're all
answers.
gonna answer.
No, we all got to answer that question first, and then.
Oh,
you're
okay.
next.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right.
I mean, probably 2,200 bucks. Of course, it's just music equipment,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because usually in your band the chicks are free. So.
Hey. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be my amp, but I paid off my amp in payments. So, yeah.
Yeah. That'd probably be it for me.
But Larry's got the whole fucking. We didn't have to bring anything to play. He's got everything, dude. He's got a lot of music equipment.
Hell yeah.
That's where I want to be, you know, where I can record myself and like have a bass amp, fucking, you know, drums, and I have.
I
all
was
that
there
shit,
2
but,
years ago, but I sold it all off.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was that
I've
hooker,
probably never
Blaine. Just
spent-
say it. It was
Yeah,
that,
no,
it
I've
was
never-
that
I've never-
that
I've never-
$800 hooker.
I've never bought a hooker. I don't.
6 horse in a case of mezcal.
Yeah, I mean, probably, like the most I've ever spent at once, probably like
You're right.
probably $1,000 or something.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Nothing. I don't know. I don't ever spend a lot of money on stuff. So.
I'm sure it was for weed. I guarantee it was.
Could have been.
$1,000 on weed.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying I've probably spent close to $1,000 on weed at once.
Amon.
That's
But
fucking.
back in the day
Hey, man.
for certain reasons or whatever. But yeah, you know. I don't
That's
know.
a lot of money to buy weed.
Well, you know,
Have you ever hung out
I
with Blaine?
was probably making. I probably made
Yeah.
some money off of it.
I bought a Yamaha fucking. It was more like a piano, but it was a keyboard. But it was a really good one. It was like $2,500 before tax.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I think with Blaine, yeah, I think the first time he was at my house, and I didn't know he was a weed smoker, and I think Blaine's just so used to like firing it up like it's a Marlboro Red or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like fucking.
does, he don't give
He
a
starts to fucking light up, and then he looks at me, and goes, "Oh, am I allowed to smoke this?" I'm like, yeah, do whatever you want, dude.
Oh yeah. I would, wrong answers only. I would have said a pack of American spirits.
Hey,
$10. What are they? $10 a pack?
1050,
Yeah.
10
1050,
steady.
yeah, that's what I
Shoot.
spun
They
for.
fucking burn forever though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
mean,
they're
like,
they're a
you know.
relationship. They're a relationship cigarette.
I
Every
wish-
time somebody bums one off me, I'm always like, so that's what I actually smoke. Tonight I'm smoking Lucky Strikes because I'm a broke hoe.
Like, you put one out
Uh,
and you start grieving.
No, it's
See,
like, yeah,
ever
I'm
since
like,
I
I always warn people, like, are you sure? Because this is like a full-on relationship. You're probably gonna get married to it.
right.
You're gonna smoke it forever.
We smoke Lucky Strikes.
Yeah,
I used
tonight.
to smoke Lucky
Fucking
Strikes.
RJ Reynolds, man. Blech.
Ever since I went to
Hey,
American
come on, man.
Spirits, I can't
Lucky
go back.
Strikes. That's like you'd be like a greaser back in the.
Am I wrong? Are
Roll
these
those
not
up in
RJ
your-
Reynolds? They are.
Those
It's
are the
Camel
world. Those
cigarette.
are the World War II cigarettes, right?
They're not. They're not. It's
They were
not
the,
actually Lucky Strike. It's like, okay, for example,
Well, I mean, a different.
Nike
I'm sure
bought
they're a lot different than
what's
they
the-
used to be. But Lucky Strike was the name brand for like the military issue
Yes,
cigarettes, right?
absolutely.
In World War II.
Yeah. And then they stopped, and then
Look at the fucking historian. over
RJ
here.
Reynolds, Camel, bought the rights to
I
the
used to want to
name,
be a history teacher.
and now
You
RJ
should
Reynolds
be a history teacher.
sells Lucky Strikes. So they're
I'd make
basically
everyone stupider.
Camels.
I'd go back to 3rd grade if you was a history teacher.
I'd be like, Christopher fucking Columbus, who?
I'd be like, who's Christopher Columbus?
idea what's going on. What just happened? They're a great teacher. All right, hold on. So Blaine, I got it. Yeah. All right, let's go. Next question.
Blaine didn't answer that question.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
he
I
did.
said
He
like
said weed,
$1,200.
man.
I
He's
didn't-
like,
Oh, weird.
I said probably $1,200,
He
but
said he
you know,
didn't spend a lot of money though. So
yeah, I don't.
So I got to pull one out,
I
right?
don't like
gotta pull
spending
one
a lot of
out.
money all at once.
Pull this out on you.
yeah,
Ready? Pull it out. I'm ready.
it's gonna be
Look
fucked
at-
up. Wait for it. It's
Don't
gonna
I
be
look ready?
fucked up.
You got to show it to the camera, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite local visual artist and why?
Mm,
Holy
that's a tough one.
fuck.
Like a
What do you
painter.
mean? What do you mean,
uh,
like like a
so like
painter?
a painter, maybe somebody that does comics, or maybe somebody that makes like
You answer.
Any
answered
form of
first.
visual
You
art.
answer last.
You
I
an-
do. You
an-
answer first.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna make it easy. I'll just say Brandon Maiden is my favorite visual artist of all time.
Oh yeah.
He does. You should see some of his paintings. They're pretty fucking rad.
need to get
Local
back
to
into
Richmond,
it.
Santina
You
Reed
should.
is probably. Yeah, Santina Reed.
Is it because you want a banger?
No.
Oh,
it's
okay.
because she is just her art style. She's a painter. She's just
She's amazing.
yeah. She's just she's lived all over the country, has artwork all over the country, and is local from Richmond and is back there now. But she's top notch. She's pretty.
No
amazing.
shit. A local person.
Yeah, Santina.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
don't want to claim a favorite because I know so many of them, but I want to give a shout out to Wayne Birch, who
Fuck yeah.
made this painting of myself on our 1 year anniversary of this show. So shout out Wayne Birch.
Yeah, that's right.
Cheers, brother.
Wayne Birch rules.
Sick painting.
Your fucking paintings kick ass. I'd have to say, like recently, Dana Brawley, man. What shit he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably him. He's what he's doing. Not his art style is amazing, but like he's going around on the street, painting on the street and shit, like huge paintings and of like musicians and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
it's all black and white. I'm like, yeah, Dana Brawley, man.
Dana
Shout
Brown.
out.
Hell yeah. Oh, is it my turn? Oh, don't look.
What's in the box?
I was trying to put one down.
That was inappropriately loud. There it is.
That was inappropriately loud.
You said Dana Brawley?
Brawley.
Yeah.
Like,
Brawley?
Yep.
Well, for anybody that's watching and knows me, will
yeah, check
definitely
him out.
not be surprised that I got that. Is this my right there?
Oh, shit.
Tits or ass?
Tits or ass?
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
Oh wait, I gotta answer first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I probably ass. Probably ass.
Good answer. Good answer.
Okay. So before I answer, I'm going to read these comments. During World War II and until 1976, a mini pack of either 3 or 4 Old Gold, Chesterfield Lucky Strike, or Camel cigarettes, along with a fold of waterproof paper, machetes, matches, oops, my head's in the gutter, was included in the rations issued for our fighting troops.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, ask for days.
I was correct, right?
Ask for days. Fuck tits. I mean, literally, but whatever. Yeah, I'm an ass man. Like, I don't care if they're double D's or double A's. I don't give a shit. It's all about them thighs. That booty.
I'm a legs guy myself.
That's not the question.
But I'm saying
you
it's-
should
fair
should-
enough.
I think there should be a penalty box, and he should have to do it.
All right.
Where's the dunce hat?
Not my,
Yeah,
not
where's
knock my left tooth out. Don't fucking knock my right one out. And that would be the penalty. And then no, but tits for me. I love big tits.
nice? Good answer.
Nice.
Good answer.
Nice.
Nice.
Mine has both, so but I love some big old titties. You know what I mean?
Tickle bitties.
Some tickle
The
bitties.
big titty committee over
Mike.
here. Brandon Maiden.
Last night.
All right. I'm definitely a boob guy. You know, big, small. I like them all. You know. I mean, you know, Brandon, you want to show me yours right now? I'd be totally.
You want a titty fuck me?
Well, I didn't say
There's
that.
no titty fucking on Meta.
yeah.
We can talk about whatever we want, but we cannot have titties or fucking titties.
That's my fucking cue.
Yeah.
Ready?
What the fuck? I thought this was a party. It's apparently a podcast.
Yeah. This is apparently a podcast.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna get
If I
titty
had been
fucked, I'm out of
slightly
here.
more clever, I would have said I'm a earmuffs guy.
What's in
Your
the
box?
box?
What's in your box?
What's your favorite scar on yourself?
Favorite scar.
Favorite scar?
All right. I'm trying to think of a different one because this one gets pulled quite a bit. mm. All right, fine. Too much dead air. All right, so I got in a fight my freshman or sophomore year of high school. And I've my left hand, you can definitely not gonna see it on this camera, but I have I had stitches down my hand. This dick fucking goes to their car, like runs to his car and grabs a knife out of his car, and he tries to stab me in the chest, and I put my hand up like this. I went like this. I leaned back and did this. He ended up stabbed me in the hand. And if I had not went to the hospital, I would have ended up losing the use of these fingers because he cut into my nerves or whatever.
Wow.
So I don't fucking whatever. Either way, yeah, I got stabbed in a fight when I was in high school. So there you go. It's a good story, kind of.
That was a good story.
Mm.
I'm trying to play it down a little bit because it's more about you guys.
I
but
mean, is it
Almost getting
is
stabbed
it,
pretty
is,
hardcore.
is it your
Or almost stabbed in
what
the
was the
chest.
question?
Favorite scar?
Favorite
on
scar.
your
Your favorite or most like memorable or what?
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
favorite.
just-
yeah, I
whatever you
mean,
want.
favorite meaning of whatever you favor to tell. I'm gonna take a shot after that. That's horrible.
Okay. Is it my turn? I guess then.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a few scars, but I'd say you can't see mine. Mine's in the top of my head, but that's probably my most memorable.
Mm.
I have some on my face from when I used to box when I was a kid.
You know what? That's literally what I was about to say. I was like, nobody wants to, because I just have a cut right
Yeah.
here under my beard.
I don't want to say anything
My
from
first
fighting
cut.
because everybody used to fight.
So you
know,
used to box too?
Yeah.
We should box sometime. I got gloves.
Okay.
I never.
I've only been
I,
beat.
I haven't
So
boxed.
how'd you get the scar?
I don't know
on
if we're
your
in the,
head?
years.
I don't know if we're in the same weight class, but like I was like huge into that because my grandpa used to box, and I watched like boxing growing up my whole life and stuff. So like I love to box, but I wouldn't box some fucking 200-pound dude when I was
Oh yeah,
weighed 150 pounds.
dude. If
you
I
know?
weighed under 200
like
pounds,
if you were in my weight
you
class,
think
I'd
I was a
box you.
crackhead.
So like I've only lost one time doing like boxing like that, and it was this kid in Kentucky with a mullet, and he beat the fuck out of me, dude. This kid had so much fucking energy, dude. I just couldn't fucking even compete with him. But yeah, he beat the shit out of me,
Dude, you are so rare.
I have a scar.
Brandon, I'm telling you,
you know?
man, I never meet people that have ever actually boxed.
Yeah.
So rare.
Yep.
I
broke
only
my
know
hand in a
2
pair.
other people.
I broke my hand in a pair of 10-ounce boxing gloves. But like, yeah, we used to throw a fucking garden hose around in the yard, man, and I'd fight all the kids from Southview, this fucking like projects down in Richmond, and like, I just wouldn't box people out of my weight class. You know, I would
Yeah.
like, I thought about it kind of professionally,
Well, yeah, man. Fuck, dude.
but
It's,
like,
you know,
the kid in
somebody weighs
Kentucky
200
fucking kicked
pounds,
my fucking ass.
they're
I was
putting-
in his weight class. He put
I
it
must
on me.
start calling him Philo Beto.
Philo Beto.
But I'd say,
I'm gonna have a nickname for every person in this band before this podcast is over.
the most like memorable scar I guess I have is on the top of my head. We had like down the street from where I lived, there was a basketball goal on this hook or bolted to this fucking garage, and we used to run and like jump off of it and dunk. And I fucking grabbed a hold of the rim and it came down, and I ripped the rim off the backboard, and the square part, like stuck in my head. I was standing there with a fucking basketball rim sticking out of my head.
Jesus.
I knocked it out and like blood spraying out, and never went to the hospital or anything. But like that was like probably the most memorable scar I have.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. That's rad as fuck.
That one time Brandon was
That's fun.
squared.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
That was
I
a
was.
bad joke. That's bad.
Yeah, I literally had to knock it out of my head. But like I was standing there with a basketball rim sticking out of my head, like shit. My mom's like, just lay down, put a rag on it, you'll be all right.
You got it.
You'll be okay.
See, if my parents had did that to me when I got stabbed, I'd have been fucked because I was trying everything in my power not to go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
And the doctors are like, thank God your parents were on you because I would have been fucked. I would not be a guitar player anymore.
Yeah, that would suck. That would suck.
Larry.
Memorable scar. I mean, I don't have it anymore because it went away. It was mostly road rash, but there for a minute I had like these 3 spots that scarred for many years. But it was when I was a teenager and growing up in Titusville. You were either a jock, which I wasn't, or you surfed, which my parents weren't going to buy me a surfboard, or you skated. So I became, I was a skater. And my best friend at the time, his name was Kerry Pies. We skated around a lot, and then we got the bright idea of like, because he had a 125 dirt bike. So I thought it'd be cool to be pulled down the road, by his bike. And I don't know, I think maybe 35, 40 mile an hour, maybe. And I got speed wobble, and it launched me onto that fucking
shit.
pavement, and it just ate me up. I mean, I was from here all the way down, just a big old scab for like fucking 2 weeks. But on my ribs there for the long, I mean, it's not there anymore. You couldn't even see it, but for the longest time right there on my ribs, like I had these 3 spots, where it had worn in good enough,
Right.
that it created a small scar for a little while. But that's probably my most memorable, you could, flying off of a skateboard about 40 mile an hour. You don't forget that.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
I rolled a 4-wheeler once, and the brake lever went in behind my knee and my leg,
Oh shit.
and it looks like I got a little vagina sewed up right there.
Shit.
That's my most memorable scar.
A little vagina.
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
it looks like little lips and everything, but it looks like it got sewed up.
Really?
Yeah, the
I remember that.
blunt end of a brake lever on a 4-wheeler just went all the way in my leg.
Holy shit, dude.
Based off of the stories I've heard tonight, I assumed that you were going to say you were smoking a blunt
No,
and you passed out
no,
and it burnt like halfway
Right.
through on your leg.
no, no.
You know?
Right.
Nope. But yeah, that tipping that 4-wheeler, that was just I don't know.
man.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I've never even been on a 4-wheeler in my entire life.
I-
I haven't either.
I've
Never.
been on
Never have.
every time I've ridden a dirt bike or a 4-wheeler, I've wrecked. And I'll still do it, but I'm just, I have really bad luck somehow wrecking those things. But
You're like a shipwreck
yeah, evidently.
or like
yeah,
a bull in a china shop.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With recreational vehicles.
Yeah. I'm just
I
really
tell you
bad.
what, man, like I don't talk about this a lot, but I absolutely hate motorcycles.
Really.
Hate them. I've lost before I was old enough to drink, I had lost 3 people to motorcycle
Oh,
accidents.
right.
First one being my like babysitter for as long as I can remember. They were on their way to my house and they got T-boned crossing a road that is 55 miles per hour, and they did not see the stoplight.
Right.
And it was a semi, like a 53 footer,
Oh, damn.
Oh,
and
shit.
just fucking nailed her. She was on her bike, she was on her motorcycle, died instantly. That's it.
Wow.
Terrible.
That is a reminder to everybody to look out for motorcycles while you're driving, and also a reminder to everybody to give hugs to your friends and your family and your loved ones, because you never know
Right.
when just instantly out of nowhere they're gone for no apparent reason. So don't ever forget that. Whenever you leave, whenever you say goodbye, give a hug, because you never know.
I grew up that way. My mom
Lost the
always,
camera. Of course.
and I'm still to this day like my brothers and sisters. I have 4 sisters and 3 brothers. Like, I tell everyone I love them, and my mom always pushed that on us. You never know if she was real negative about shit like that. So you never know if it's the last time you're gonna see someone. So
Amen.
Amen.
It's sorry to get heavy on there. I just it's just one of those things,
Yeah.
To this day, like I've lost more people in my life to motorcycle accidents than anything else. So it's just one of those fucking things. I don't know if it's picking up my voice, but sorry about this.
it's definitely see that shit happen. It makes you appreciate things more.
Yeah.
We're on.
Well, it's loading. There it is.
I don't know where
Oh,
I'm at.
no. There's
I'm over here. Hell yeah. it's facing the wrong way. He's like, fuck this dude. Shut up. Hey.
Hey.
Here we are.
Yeah. Like a movie star.
Yeah, these phones.
Are we still on the box or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's do another one. Yeah, I like doing that. At least another
So
one more.
your go again?
Yeah.
Who drew the last one?
Me. I like these are fun. Some of them get a little fucked up, and those usually get crumbled up and
Brandon Jeanette Carey says, haha, little vagina scar for the win.
all right.
Is that when? Oh, you got fucked up on the 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
That's when I did that. Yeah.
I thought you were talking. For some reason I thought you were talking about when you got hit by a car.
Well, that didn't really leave a scar. That just left permanent muscle damage that never returned in my leg. But it's not scarred technically.
So, what is your favorite song to perform live?
Who's it go to?
Brandon first. The Maiden.
My favorite song to perform live is probably,
Like, is this current or like
I would say,
currently?
Just
played?
period. Whatever.
Right on.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
I'd say I Don't Want to Go Home. It's probably my favorite song that we play, period, and to perform live.
Yeah, that is a good one.
But yeah, probably that or Why Won't They Stay Dead? I love it. That song's just fucking energetic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite. My favorite is probably Don't Want to Go Home, but definitely the other one as well. So
Shit, comment.
What are you doing over there?
Me? Oh, I'm chilling.
Oh, okay.
Just chilling, bro. About to take a shot. Fucking living the dream. I already got my answer in my head. It's a lame one, but we'll run with it.
My turn, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I would say Don't Want to Go Home. That one is super fun to play. But I really like playing all of them. And possibly by the October 14th show, we'll be busting out a new one, which is the last one we play. I don't know if I should give the title out yet or
Oh,
not,
okay.
but that one I can't wait to play live.
You're talking about the one from Matt?
Hardcore elitist.
yeah.
Hardcore elitist cunt.
Hardcore elitist count. That's that song is just super fucking rad, and I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait
write
to play
that down.
Can't wait to play that live.
Hardcore
Elitist, right?
Yeah.
Cunt.
elitist cunt.
Yeah, I can't wait to play that live. That song is just so badass. It's fucking
It is
stupid.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
So, but until we play that song, yeah, I don't want to go home. But I love playing all of them, really. You know, so
Currently probably Alien Girl is one of our songs that I really, really enjoy playing, but probably my favorite song I've ever played with, in a band. We used to cover
I'm so glad you're saying this right now because what I'm about to say, you're making me feel a lot better.
Oh, we did?
yeah, Bombshell, Operation Ivy,
Oh, yeah.
Bombshell. We
We
somehow
fucking killed that song.
somehow we killed that song. Our bass player learned that bass line, like he just leaned back with his eyes closed and just murdered that bass line, and like it was just so fucking fun to play.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. For me personally, of all the bands I've been in over all the years, some fucked up reason, just thoroughly enjoy playing a cover that Tie Like a Tiger does called SOS by a band called ABBA.
Mm.
And it sounds absolutely nothing like the original.
Right.
It's in the same, like, it has Nick basically rearranged the song to make it kind of like punkish, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And it is just an absolute delight to fucking play live. I fucking love playing that song. If anybody's hears this or watches this, like request it so I can play it because we never play it. But
The Steves are requesting it now.
Yeah.
play the
on-
song
on the record.
Play the song.
I love doing covers, and just not
It's got a
doing my own style
Mm,
and shit. But like we decided with the Steves that we're just not going to do any.
right on.
We do all originals. We're just not going to do any covers.
You're gonna get a letter in
I
the
won't
mail from the
say-
ASCAP or whatever.
Right. I won't say we'll never
Like,
do a
come on,
cover,
man.
but
I don't know. It's just
not right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's nice not having to rely on a cover to fill in a set list.
See,
Right.
I
and,
just
like,
I
love
love
paying
doing
homage
covers. Yeah.
to
I do too.
bands and like that.
I'm a,
And, like
I'm a stickler about it though.
Baby
kind of,
Frankenstein, we covered a shitload.
Oh
of
yeah,
songs,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
was like
You guys
we-
did good too.
yeah, but we did a bunch of random
Mm-hmm.
country songs, Taylor Swift songs,
Yeah.
Katy Perry songs, just all kind of random shit, and it was
Mhm.
they were all super fun to play.
Yeah, like
you know
up
what
until
I mean?
that, like the Hate Yous did a bunch of Lillingtons.
Hell yeah.
Astrophobes did fucking Jason's and queer songs, and
Yeah.
it's just we just kind of we're just gonna play our original songs, and not saying we won't ever cover a song, but
Yeah.
as far as right now, like all of our whole set list is just originals.
Yeah.
And
Sick the Ripper does one cover song, and it's called "Are You Shitting Me, Man" by a promoter out of Philadelphia. So random, but
Right.
that's
the cover,
that's what's up.
right?
Actually, Rich's idea, by the way, and it sticks. Like people love it when we cover it, and it's like super easy. I literally learned the words to the song the moment I heard it for the first time because it's "Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, man?" just over and over again for like 3 minutes.
Right.
Shit's awesome.
That's it. So yeah, but yeah, I think covers is cool. I just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoy it when people will do like the B-sides, you know,
Right,
or
yeah, the
Yeah.
random
or
song
play
that
at
you-
bands that aren't like, you know, not that the Lillingtons aren't popular, but
Right.
very much like to most, you know, I don't want to say it, but normies, you probably don't know the Lillingtons.
The Lillingtons are hard to cover, man. They're a really
Fuck
good
yeah, they
fucking
are.
band, dude.
Yeah.
And like we were covering like War of the Worlds and you know
Mhm.
shit like that. That fucking riff is insane, dude. I mean, it's a lot of lead that like really covering the Lillingtons and you know bands like the Nobodies and shit. That really is what got me into. I don't consider myself play lead guitar. I would say I play like one finger melodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't- I
Cody
don't- I
does.
don't.
and
I
like
don't
TBR
fucking
and
shred.
Lillingtons.
You know, like Screeching Weasel does. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know exactly what
And
you're talking about.
fucking Blink 182. How they do? They don't fucking shred.
Yeah.
They're just you know, like that's what I like to write two
Yeah.
songs. You know,
No,
it's
yeah.
basically a bass line
Mm-hmm.
as a guitar part, kind of.
When I played in a band called Picto Crooks, I was the lead guitar player, and that is the gist of what I did. Is little melodies like that. You know
There's
what
not
I mean?
like a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs and shit. Like
Yeah.
as far as like any of our songs that do that is
As a guitar player now, though,
maybe
I'm exactly what we just did. What's in the box?
Maybe
Chef's
like-
in the box.
maybe like
I'm
Tina,
in the box.
Tina might do this. Maybe like Tina might do this
You know
and
what I'm saying?
Alien Girl, you know.
Yeah.
Because Alien Girl just has that little fucking hammer on and pull off part
Mhm.
right before it goes back into the song, you know. But that's as far as I go with it, you know. I don't try to do like rock and roll lead parts.
Mhm.
I do punk rock fucking lead parts, you know.
Yeah.
Like pop,
Everybody's got their own
you know,
taste. And
melodic fucking
yeah. I tell you what, like some of the like TBRs, the little lead things.
and I feel like those really are like when I write songs, I'll hear bass lines in my head. And I feel like I'm playing those bass lines on a guitar rather than the bass actually playing them. That's what it feels like to me. It's just like little, you know, single note melodies.
melodies. Yeah.
And that's what I like.
Yeah.
So
What's your favorite bass line of all time?
man,
Oh, that's such a fucking random question.
it's
Well, it's
probably it's
tough,
got to
too,
be a
like-
Dead Kennedy song, maybe. But the hardest one that I ever learned probably is Suburban Hum by Descendants. But yeah, Descendants, or I would say Descendants are probably my top fucking, you know, as far as bass players, is Dead Kennedys and Descendants, or No Effects. Fat Mike is an amazing fucking bass player.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But
To do like to play, it's such a thing. And it doesn't really matter what instrument. If you're singing and playing at the same time,
yeah,
skill.
well,
Right.
and as far as that goes, Against All Authority's got to be up there. I mean, he's playing ska bass and fucking basically rapping at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, that's insane.
Yeah.
And of course, Rancid, you know, Matt Freeman's a fucking amazing bass player.
Maxwell Murder. One of the
But as
first
far as,
one of the first
like,
bass solos I ever learned.
Guitar players, you know,
Crazy.
East Bay Ray. Of course, like Tom Morello, but if you're talking about like punk rock,
Shit. When it gets back to me,
fucking
it's
Joe
definitely
Queer,
not gonna be
man.
punk
Joe
rock.
Queer is an amazing guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there.
Oh yeah. Great band. I've been fortunate to see him a few times.
The Queers.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
they're the
dope.
first big band I ever saw. Like
Probably
well-known
one of the
band.
first big bands I ever took photos of. That's for sure. Yeah, I've been
we
very
went and
lucky.
saw them during the Cincinnati riots. Man, it's fucking insane.
Yeah. Back early 2000s or maybe late 90s. I don't know.
What about you, Larry? You got a bass line that's ever stood out to you?
Oh,
It
fuck.
just runs through your head forever and always.
Rush.
Hell yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Rush is
Canadian as
amazing.
fuck.
Yeah, Canadian beers and Rush.
My bad blue, baby. Rick Moranis.
Ah, greatest movie ever, right there.
I mean, God's from Canada, right? Alanis Morissette. She's
Right.
Canadian, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a bad reference. It's a great reference, really.
Yeah, it's a great
shit.
reference.
It's a great reference. Nah, I don't know, man. That is such a random. And even sitting here listening to him talk, you figured I'd have had that figured out, but I don't. You know, I don't know. Blaine, you're gonna have to answer that one.
I'm sorry I asked
Yeah,
this question,
no,
guys.
yeah,
Fucking
I mean,
amazing bass
And
player.
you were
That's a
talking about
tough one.
melodies, we were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
bass lines, and it was my brain was like,
Uh,
let's ask the question we've never asked before.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a great question.
For some reason, it's really, really simple.
And I'm
but
sitting here like with all the time in the world.
for some
like,
reason, the bass line over "Never Fight a Man with a Perm" by the Idols.
Fuck yeah,
For
man.
some reason, that it's just one note bass, but I just love that. It just it just go. I don't know. I just really like that. That just makes that whole song jam. So that one sticks out for me right now.
Okay, I mean, not necessarily a bass line, but probably. I don't know if. Well, they may. You
I know.
probably do.
I'm big music.
Infectious Groove.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Robert tore that shit up at that time. You know, a lot of great songs with some shit on there. That's probably what sticks out to me right there.
So there's, for me personally, there's, okay, so the first one was Automatic, and it's always going to be the number one, like, bass riff, and it's fucking Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
is like,
is.
this is like one of the
I mean,
first songs I had to
it's-
learn
it's-
on the fucking bass.
All these questions are hard because like you got so many genres of music. You got, you know.
Yeah. And you know what hit me though?
like-
As much as I love that bass song, the bass part in that song, by the way, he wrote that song. Just want to say that right now.
Right.
He actually wrote that riff, which is insane to me. But there's a song by a small rap group, and
It's funny.
Uh, the-
say something.
there is I could, how about I, instead of saying it, I'm just gonna do it. All right, it goes boom 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 boom. You guys know what that is?
I'm not real sure.
Colt 45.
Oh yeah.
2 zigzags.
Right.
Yeah.
Baby, that's all
I was
we
about to
need.
say my favorite bass line to play. One of my favorite bass lines to play when I fuck around with a bass is fucking "Boys in the Hood" by Eazy-E. Man.
Hell yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I love that shit.
I don't know. Jungle Boogie.
Hip hop has some.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hip hop has to have some of the best fucking.
Oh,
bass lines in the world,
absolutely, dude. Yeah.
You know,
A
hip-hop
Milli
is
by Lil
really,
Wayne.
You know, is really bass driven.
I'm not a hater.
The song "A Milli," by the way, by Lil Wayne. It's 3 minutes and like 40 seconds, and it's one note.
Oh, really?
Boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom, boom. Or no, that's not even. That's ludicrous. It's just A, like over and over again.
Right.
Doom, 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 doom. The whole song, the same note.
The same note.
The same note. Like if you bought like the music of that
Right.
in like literal, music
Right, yeah,
theory,
yeah.
whatever, it's one note, the entire fucking song.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Would you ever think that a song, because it's a pretty famous fucking song,
Right. No, that makes perfect
One note.
sense. Yeah. No.
just over and over again?
Some of the most catchy songs are like the most simple shit, man. That's like, I feel like it's kind of what we do, you know, like our riffs are simple. Our everything is pretty simple.
Mhm.
Bare bones, fucking punk rock, man.
Yeah. The faster you
You know,
go,
it's just-
it's kind of like that though,
Yeah.
outside of like the lead guitar players and their crazy
Right.
shit. But yeah, totally. Yeah.
I mean, we kind of go off on that shit. Like some songs do have little lead parts and blah blah, you know, but for the most part, it's just straightforward. Fucking, and you can tell our influences, I guess, by listening to us. But like I said, I can't really name a
The
band.
last time I
name a
saw you
band we
play,
sound like.
did you not do a Jason's cover?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Astrophobes,
Can't stop killing. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. That's a great
Yeah,
band.
they shared it too.
Hell yeah.
No
Yeah, that
shit.
was a
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
They
Someone
shared it on their
tagged them and
page.
they shared it.
I actually I took that video.
Yeah. They're
Drinking
you
and
know,
drinking and memory. But yeah, dude, that was fucking dope cover. You
Yeah.
guys fucking killed
yeah,
it.
I'm super pumped about playing with them, you know. Like
Hell yeah.
I'm really not nervous about it or anything like that. It's just like I'm fucking like a fucking schoolgirl about it, dude. Like
And
yeah, man, dude, you
I'm,
know.
I'm looking
Like,
at my
they're
notes
huge
here.
influences to me.
You're playing with them December
9th.
9th. Yep. Hell yeah. And you're playing this Saturday
Yep.
at the Right Room
Yep.
in Newcastle with Penny Line.
Also one of my favorite fucking places to play, dude. It's always a good show.
and
It's always a good time.
oh yeah, I love it there.
It's great.
I've never had a bad time at the Marlows.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
And they also like whip out the like
I mean,
tiny
the fact
little.
that they don't even play in a band. I mean, I know they've tried to start some. I mean, he has played in bands, and they've tried to start some bands that they've
Just
had.
the fact
some
that they
recent shit,
open
you
their
know, but, like,
home up, you know, every
Yeah.
other weekend to literal strangers and
Mhm.
throw these shows and put up with the flack
For
like
free,
they're
you
the
know,
shit.
and it's
Yeah.
just like,
They're-
When they first started doing it, like the first show that I went to, I was kind of tripping because I was like, man, like you're looking around, it's like, dude, this could go really bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
good.
And then the neighbor from across the street shows up. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm doing a party at my house. Yeah." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Good to go." Like, yeah. Yeah, they looked out. They got great neighbors out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't even, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've never heard Freddie or Steph say anything about like having issues. So not like
No.
I've had here. but,
right, yeah.
yeah.
No, it's shit.
Parking can be hectic there, but you know, other than that, man, fucking dude, holy shit.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
Always good shows, always great bands.
It's
Yeah.
such a different setup though. I think that's the coolest part about it is you go
Right.
into the garage and then you see this opening, it's almost like a window, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you can see down
in
into
there.
this
Yeah,
room
yeah,
and you
yeah.
walk down the steps and
So you don't have to go down there to see the bands, but
yeah, you
you
can
know,
I can't tell you how many
if
times
you want to participate, go down the fucking stairs.
Right.
I've fallen down the stairs a couple times.
oh no
but,
shit. Oh man.
Not you.
Me?
Yeah.
No, not me.
No, that sounds
Why are you tripping?
Yeah, why are you tripping?
Yeah. Well, I had my work shoes on. I think that was the one.
Oh,
when we had
that it?
when we had the fucking suits on, the fucking astronaut, the fucking astronaut suits, man. I wore like my work shoes because they were like orange and black, but like they're supposed to be non-slip.
Oh, of
But
course.
it's like
Of
the
course.
slipperiest shit you've ever fucking stepped on in your life.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And I fucking busted my ass, dude. Fucked my back up. But
Do you guys still have any of those left?
I got mine.
the
Next
jumpsuit?
time you guys come out for a podcast, bring me one and I'll put it on the wall.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll what do you call it?
Get you. I thought about getting you a mannequin and just fucking put it on a mannequin, dude.
I mean,
You know?
I've got another mannequin over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Just throw
got
it on
two.
it.
So
Yeah,
this
you-
one is the
I don't plan on wearing mine, so you can fucking have it. I'll bring it.
right off. Yeah. I'll whatever it I can't remember the
Display?
word. There's display it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dude, obviously I'm nostalgic as fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who does zines for years and isn't nostalgic as fuck?
Right.
Of course. So I mean that's actually how this all fucking started. It started with zines and it got asked to do a podcast. So here we
Hell
are.
yeah.
Here
Right.
we are. So Saturday night, Riot Room, Newcastle, Penny Line, y'all,
Cocaine culture.
cocaine culture. Yeah.
And I think there's
There's another.
there's another band.
There's another band, not Bit Black. Bit Black is the band
That fell off.
Fell
Yeah.
off.
The Steves are
Seven
playing, right?
Something. Yeah, the Steves.
Damn, that's bad.
Yeah, it's 7 something. I don't know.
Hmm.
That's terrible.
And then again, you're going to be playing on.
7th Crown.
Oh yeah.
You're going to turn around. It looks like you're playing on the 30th. Well, no, you're playing actually September 30th in Richmond, right?
Yep.
Richmond.
Yeah.
Circle E with Deadfoot.
Mm.
Us.
Last
Barefoot
plane
Engi-
home.
Yep. And
Last
Barefoot
plane home.
Engineering.
Barefoot Engineering. Yep.
Man, I have not seen Barefoot Engineering in years.
And I
But
don't think we have
cool
nothing.
cats.
We don't have
Good
nothing
band.
until
Mhm.
October
Good
14th,
band.
right?
Yeah, and then another show at Circle E on October 14th. That's our like little Halloween deal with
And that's more
Wolf
rock
Tooth.
bands. We'll probably be the only like punk band there, I guess.
kinda,
Who's all
Yeah.
playing that one?
Us, Ramathorn,
Wolf-
Rattlesnake Venom Trip from Dayton, and Wolf Tooth from Richmond.
Right on. Hell yeah.
So it'll be pretty interesting. A nice little mix of everything for everybody.
yeah, it's gonna be a good
You
show.
know. So
It's a lot. You got three solid shows in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's like 3 months, but yeah, time flies. when
Yeah.
We
you're
don't
having
have
fun.
anything in November yet. Try to set something up for I don't know what date. They may do a show at Circle E that we don't play.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
might just throw a show down there in November. We haven't figured it out yet.
Book it. Mhm. Probably Saturday, right? Yeah. Hell
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe not. We'll see. But yeah,
So
excited about
and,
all the shows coming up. Excited about recording on December 2nd. Get a.
oh yeah, where
finally.
are you guys recording? Have you made
Yeah, it's in Bloomfield, Indiana. I'm terrible with remembering.
Bloomfield is south of Bloomington.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Southwest.
It must be a pretty dope studio to
Well,
make that
it's-
fucking haul. Holy shit.
It seems legit, and just price wise, it's gonna work out really
Hell
well.
yeah.
So
That's a haul.
I don't know
yeah.
if we'll like send it off to get mixed and mastered somewhere else. Maybe I
Mhm.
don't know how
we'll just figure all that
figure
out.
it
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
Bloomfield,
studio is
automatically think
called.
of Bronson, Swanson, motherfucking Johnson. That's his hood.
So
Back in
yeah,
the day.
we got so we'll be recording on December 2nd, and then the week after will be the Jason show.
Yeah.
So that'll be a rad December right there.
That's December 9th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
with,
Yeah, we're gonna get a ticket link out for that. 'cause
We have
you know,
the
we're gonna-
Jasons, us, and fucking Nuclear Future from they're from West Virginia as well. And then who's the other band? Oh, I Got Worms. They're playing
Hell yeah.
from Indy.
What's up?
Mega Dungeon Records or Mega Dungeon Recording.
Me-
That's where we're recording.
Mega Dungeon. Right on. One of these days, I'm gonna have a stack of these notes. I'm getting pretty. I think, yeah, I already passed 100. So there's like 100 of these fucking things.
Nice.
I did not used to take notes. I just drink. That's all. How are y'all on time? You guys?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close it up. Right on. So yeah, check it out. The Steves are playing this Saturday at the Riot Room in Newcastle with that's Marlowe's, by the way. What up, Fred and Steph? With Pennyline, Cocaine Culture, and a band that I didn't write down. I can't remember.
Said it.
But yeah,
Seventh Crown.
Sounds grand. I got offered an opportunity this Saturday to work a show out of state. I'm probably going to do that. So I haven't told Rich yet. Rich, probably not going to be there Saturday. But if I didn't
Let him know.
PRN or get offered that opportunity, I'd probably be out there. I would love to actually be out there a lot more. I love going there. It's always so much fun.
It is.
They probably hate it because I am the kind of person that when I party, I fucking party.
All right.
I'm the guy that's like, all right, well, look, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Right.
I'm that guy. So, but whatever. It's not a competition.
Right.
Well, definitely at that December 9th show, trying to get someone to come there and take a
Yeah,
That's good
I'll
at- that's
I'll
good at
check with
photography.
Rich on the date and make sure that it
Yeah,
all pans out, and I plan on coming. So yeah, I'm a volunteer there, so
Yeah.
you know, it's not the end of the world if I miss
Right.
a show here and there. I'll be missing this Saturday as well. So, and I'll be missing Thursday because I
If
got
you
my
wanna,
kids.
take some pictures and
Yeah.
I want to have someone there that's good at photography and all that shit. And
Thanks,
some,
man. I appreciate
Take
that.
some fucking good pictures and
Cheers.
stuff. So
Oh yeah.
we'll see.
Well, Steve, it's been
Steve?
fucking great.
Thanks for
Steve?
having us.
Fuck yeah, this was awesome.
Oh man, that was a bad joke. I
Yeah, it's
know.
fun.
Do the best I can with my bad jokes. So
Great.
Blaine,
We'll be back
Larry,
one-
Brandon, it's been fucking dope, man. Definitely get you guys back in. I'm thinking the 9th is a Saturday, so if my math adds up, December 5th is a good date to get you guys back in here.
Do a little pre-promo.
A
and
little
all that.
pre-promo
Oh,
for the
yeah.
show in
December
Richmond.
5th. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because the show's on the 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that'd be right after we record too. So
Ooh, that's gonna be a rough week.
Be nice
Your
to
wives
know.
are gonna
Yeah.
be
I
angry.
can look right now.
I'm single
Oh.
as fuck.
So you're right. So Sunday the 2nd, the 5th is a
'Cause
Wednesday,
I work
and then the 9th
I
would
work night shift, so
5th,
So
6th.
if there's
No, it's
any-
the 8th. So no, it would actually be the 6th. It'd be December 6th. I just know my calendar. It's booked up until December. So I got one thing booked in Indy. I'm actually going to do a show in Indianapolis on the 20th. So, but other than that, I'm pretty much open. I think that would be a good date to get you guys back in.
hell yeah.
Awesome.
Might as well just do it live on the fucking podcast. I don't know. There's
What do
pretty
you-
much no
it
filter
look
over
like?
here. So,
I work December 6th.
well, we could. Oh no, December 6th, 5th,
I work the
4th. What about Sunday the 3rd? Can you do hair of the dog?
probably that's the day after the Jason show, right? Or
Oh no, yeah.
That's
So
the day
yeah,
after
after
recording. Yeah.
the day
we
after
could-
recording. Yeah,
yeah,
We might be able to swing that. We'll
yeah.
we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, yeah. We'll figure. it
Don't
out.
mind me.
Yeah.
No,
I
My fucking-
just
my fucking
literally,
schedule sucks, dude.
I just have
we
no
all work, so it
filter.
all sucks.
I just shoot the shit that comes out of my mouth without really thinking. So that is the one thing.
Yeah.
If you don't understand me at all, if you want to get to know me better, just watch the podcast because
Mhm.
I really don't filter myself at all.
Right.
I just say the shit I'm gonna say. And,
Right.
that's the best way to be.
Right.
yeah.
That's definitely a fun time, man, for sure.
Fuck
Fuck
yeah, dude.
yeah.
Thank
I wanna-
you.
I want to come back.
Thank you all for drinking with me and
Oh, yeah.
hanging out. And thanks for making the fucking drive.
Oh yeah,
No,
It's a haul.
Yeah,
It's a haul.
it's all good, man.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a haul for them. They got here pretty easy. It's just my GPS must have fucking hated me.
No, we took all kind of little back roads.
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
'Cause I thought, what the fuck are you doing to me? Like, Jesus Christ. I
Yeah,
felt
if I'm
I felt like
heading-
I should have already been here.
Shit, man. If I'm heading east from here, it never tells me to go into Indy unless I'm going to fucking like Cincinnati or Dayton or something like that. But it's always 38.
Yeah,
Put
we
you
take
into Indy?
38 to some.
No.
Yeah.
we took.
No, I
we were
didn't
on
go
70
into
for a
Indy,
minute, but not long.
It just
but-
seemed like it was a lot of back road and shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, find the Steves online on Facebook. Is it what is it? Is it the Steves?
The Steves, yeah.
What about Instagram? You guys on the gram?
The Steve 666.
You guys have your porno set up on the X or Twitter, whatever they call it?
No, nothing
No-
on
no
there.
porn yet?
Just just Facebook and Instagram right now for the most part.
Yeah,
so.
those are the two main for sure.
Um,
What about MySpace? You guys up in there?
I never had a MySpace.
No shit.
Yeah,
Missed out.
I was
we used to have
I
MySpace.
was old enough. I just didn't
As a
have
band.
computer. Like
As a band, we had MySpace, but MySpace, like,
it was going out when we were finally getting into
Mhm.
that. You know,
we
kinda
had
thing,
our
but yeah.
first band pages on MySpace. We had
Yeah, I don't
like
even
tons of
remember that.
music on there, but they deleted everybody's music. And
Yeah.
everything.
So yeah, if you want to check out their music, or you guys have probably going to make a music video after the first album here
Oh, yeah,
in a couple
yeah,
months.
yeah.
So yeah, check them out. OnlyFans.com/the Steves butt stuff.
butt stuff.
Uh,
Butt stuff only. Butt stuff
send nudes
only.
to
Butt
the
stuff
Steves.
only.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, I'm done with that jokes. for the day. Hell yeah, guys! Thank you so much for coming out. It's been
Okay.
super fucking
Thank you so
fun.
much for having us.
If you all watch the show, if you're watching it tomorrow, whenever you watch it, share it, show it to the world. Check them out Saturday. Head out to Newcastle. They're playing at the Riot Room. It's going to be dope. And I'm going to say these words and I'm not going to fuck them up. We are the unheard. We are the overlooked. We are chopped liver. You think you're weird? I'm just kidding.
I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
The fucking Steves. Check them out. You think you're weird? I think you're dumb. The fucking internet show makes me so